talk about why Silky is somebody else's animal companion, which happens a lot. Silky and oh my god, Markham's character. I couldn't think of it for a second. They have this love-hate relationship where Silky loves to beat down Markham's character. She says it's not intentional, but I don't know. I think she kind of targets him unintentionally or intentionally, unintentionally targeting him. But anyways, so when we last left off, they're on this airship. They're headed to Lithia, and they're on their way to Lithia because the Tajahu have been basically told that they need to come defend their houses, and or they will become a part of a larger house. And there's some things that could happen that could be interesting, but we'll see what happens there. So we've got a couple of things that's happening, but right now we have this weird kind of demon teddy bear. They're not exactly sure what's going to happen. I'm not even sure what's going to happen. They've tried to yeet it off the edge, off the side, and it kind of came back.
Official term.
But
we don't know that it came back because it popped back up in Cirrus' room, and we've all not gone there.
Right, you guys haven't been there. Only Cirrus has seen it. That's right. Cirrus is the only one that's seen it. So I'm no longer going to be doing a green screen behind me because I finally finished my bookshelf and all the other stuff to just kind of give a naturalness to it. So we'll see what happens there. Until then, let's get in and say hello to the players who you've been hearing in the background. Hi, guys.
Yellow.
Hey,
Yellow.
Hello.
How are you all tonight?
Alone. Tired but good.
Scared with the bear.
Tired but good.
Very, very good. Today, good day.
Today's a good day?
Good day.
Right on.
Today,
Of course, it's Legend of Kralis Day. It's a great day.
It's Friday night. It's Chaos Friday.
Always a good day.
So for those of you who are watching, we are streaming on D and Denial's channel every Friday night, 7:30 my time, 10:30 Eastern time, or 9:30 Central time, I believe, is where it's at. They do play on Mondays and Tuesdays, 7:30 Eastern time. Ran by, I think it's still the default Dungeon Master on Tuesdays, isn't that right? And then I Sneeze Stars on Monday nights, if I remember correctly, if that's still what's going on. But we are glad that they have allowed us to be on their channel. Now, I do have my own channel, Hilarious Game Master, that you guys can come and see other games that we're playing. So, let's see, I think it's Hilarious Game Master. There we go. So that way you guys can come over there and follow that channel as well. We generally have games on every Friday and every Saturday. But with sickness and relationships and marriages and vacations, who knows what's happening from time to time. But that's the reason why I don't have a set schedule, because I try to game when everybody else is available and we're ready to roll. So how are you guys tonight?
We're good. My dog has decided right now to lose her brain.
So, new kind of concept rule. So it's a new concept rule that I've implemented as part of, there's two types of healing. There's healing naturally and then healing magically, which is now a part of the chapter 5 combat, where it does the different things. Overuse of healing magics can cause a resistance to them. Meaning that if used on a target more than once every 8 hours, there is a chance that the magic will absolutely fail. And they cannot, so if it fails, they can't be healed magically for a set amount of time. So we're going to see how that works.
Morphine.
Right.
My dreaming ability says it puts them into a natural, restful sleep and heals them naturally.
Right. So that'll work, but that's not a magical healing. That's just you putting them.
That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah. No, that puts them into a natural sleep.
That's the really good one.
That allows them to heal a little bit more naturally. So that's important. But yeah, mostly because
do potions count as magically?
No.
Oh.
They don't count as well. They do, but they don't. It's more or
They're
less the
alchemically?
caster. They're more of an alchemical response than it is a
Okay.
magical response. It's more based around the fact of Seereth healing everybody all the time, and something that we haven't adhered to. I've been kind of like edging towards it. Is there could come a time that if you are not a faithful or believer or accept Odirin into your life as your Lord and God, Odirin can go, no, you're not healing them. He spins the fatigue, but nothing happens.
Just,
If that
Odirin
happens,
just-
it happens.
Just it doesn't work.
You're around a bunch of godless heathens. I'm not helping you.
At that point, that's
Right.
then on you guys to realize. Oh wait, maybe we should have made it.
Maybe we should convert.
Maybe we
Right?
should convert.
Maybe we should
That's
convert,
like
right?
God holding us like.
I got 1 HP. There's like 15 of them.
Do you accept
There's
Odirin as your
heal
Lord?
me.
Please
Yeah,
help me!
otherwise you're gonna be performing last rites of a different kind.
And then we just do some other things. But
it takes believe or die in a very different direction.
right, exactly. However, that doesn't mean that Seereth, that if you created healing potions and gave them to him, that's a different kind of healing. It's more of
Yeah, I can
I was
magically
thinking-
heal. I can naturally heal, and I can alchemically heal.
right.
I was thinking,
First Charlemagne.
the magically healing is like administering morphine, much of it in you.
You're breaking up.
You're cutting in and
you're
out.
cutting in and out, dude.
Oh, bad.
Hang on, let me adjust that. All right, is this better?
That is better.
Oh yeah.
So start
Okay.
over.
I was gonna say, magical healing could be similar to like morphine, where it where too much too fast, and you create a resistance / an addiction. Whereas the alchemical healing is more like
A Tylenol.
I was gonna say. Well, yeah, because you can't really get addicted to that. Yeah, I guess
no, but you could
say
actually harm
Tylenol.
yourself kind of badly if you take too much.
Yeah,
of
if
it.
you do
True.
too much of it, you can't harm yourself.
So
But I
it's
feel, yeah, that's true.
it's just a way. It's a way of actually doing more
Yes.
role playing and that kind of concept to help drive the players and the game masters to get more into why healing does or does not work based off on certain things. Now, if you are healed, like if you somebody from Elal comes, because Elal is the All Father, he's the originator of healing and stuff like that.
All the things.
It basically, as long as you're not evil, he'll heal you until he doesn't like you anymore.
Yep.
Good guy Lal
First-
over here.
first-
So that puts Bajra in a really weird predicament. Do I find somebody
Not
else?
evil yet.
Well, it's not
Not
even a matter
evil
of
yet.
evil. It's the fact that Odirin may like, you know what? No, they're, you know what? I've given you plenty of time to convert these people, and you haven't done so. So Seereth, you're cut off.
Well, guess I'll die.
So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so where we last left off is Seereth was dealing with this teddy bear, and it's literally a teddy bear that I showed to everybody last time. It's one of those old-fashioned ones. It's got the movable arms, the head rotates, and things like that. And I think you guys even like tried to tear it apart, didn't you?
Yeah, I stabbed it.
Yeah, and it
Because I'm real
finally,
good at stat.
and I think
Oh yeah, and Seer did burn it.
Seereth did burn it, and then you
Yep.
did try
I
to
stabbed
throw it.
it.
You stabbed it, and then someone yeeted it off the edge, and it kind of.
I
appeared
also
as-
did that.
Yeah, so
As soon as Seer said it had demon and it freaked him out, I was like, nope, not dealing with this, and I ran up. And I yeeted it off the boat.
Yeeted it.
A prop guest star tonight.
Love.
Oh, look at the little bear. Yeah,
This is our Resident Evil bear.
Resident Evil bear. So, what do you guys want to do?
I just cut that.
So I haven't learned that.
And so, let's just bring you guys up to speed, just real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. You guys are one full day out so far. You're about a day and a half, coming up onto the second day of you guys being out from Dagdota Shiba, which, by the way, you can still kind of see in the distance if you were to go to the top. Remember, you're at about 15,000 feet above, so if anything bad happens, just remember it's a long fall.
Long way down.
Ellen will go up to the top, look down at Daradua Shiva, and then jump.
And jump?
Yikes.
All right.
No, you won't. I'm
Yikes.
kidding.
So, because you're a medium-sized creature, you will take 1d10 worth of damage for every 10 feet that you've fallen. You're 15,000. You're
I don't
hitting the
count
ground
the
and
dice.
splatting. Unless, of course, you have 10 heroic luck and you say somehow I survived. Then you just bounce off the ground.
I survived.
He Iron Man's it at
He
the
no
bottom.
he no clipped for a second.
I do actually have 10 heroic luck, so if things get too bad on the ship, I could jump off the ship and Iron Man it at the
No.
bottom.
Right?
No.
That would be funny. All right, so I'll let you guys go.
He hits a cloud on the way down and so
Poof, poof, right through some clouds. What do you guys want to do?
I have something I do want to do. Is after we eat the bear, I'm gonna go back to my room and get properly dressed for the day because I'm pretty sure I ran out to go eat that bear in my pajamas.
Pretty much.
So I'm gonna go back to my room and get
Well,
properly
hang on, was
dressed.
she ever in her pajamas? Because Ellen didn't.
Oh, she
Yeah, I
did
don't think.
shower
I don't
after.
think. Yeah, you did. She did take a shower afterwards, and that's where
She
you
did
guys
take
kind
a
of
shower and got
convened.
into comfy clothes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
been in
she's
last
gonna
night's
go
party
get-
outfit otherwise.
Like,
Ellen
she's got
will
pants
go
on.
and shower though, because he did just jump out of bed.
While that's happening, Seerth and Ellen are gonna bond.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, even
oh, you
though-
got the bonding ability.
I got the bonding ability.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of something.
No, mom.
Ellen's like, what are you doing?
Speaking of animal companions,
Oh, and by the way, we are missing Ahote, which is Nico. Nico is in Romania with his military, so I hope that everything is going well. He's safe. Generally, if we don't hear from him, that means they are moving about and doing things that are weird.
army things.
He's Air Force, isn't he?
No, I
He's
think
Air
he
Force.
was in the Air
thought he
Force,
was
but now
Army.
he's in the Army.
Okay.
I think that's how it went. Don't remember.
Don't remember.
Anyways, I don't remember. He said it once, and I feel really bad. Yeah. Once I am dressed for the day, I actually want to go up to, the office. The office. Oh wait, no. Minor thing first. Is there like a bookstore, like kind of situation? I want a newspaper and a brochure.
So you basically are asking if there's like a bookstore on the ship.
Yes, someplace where someone could get. It's a
Well,
long. it's a
I would
long
say
journey.
yes because this is a fairly large airship. I mean, it's
It's a-
almost
It's a
700
long
feet
journey,
long
so,
and stuff like
run out
that,
of reading
right?
material.
So I'm sure there is a bookstore there. That's it's not
One of
like a
those, like,
huge bookstore, but it's got
kiosks?
books and stuff in it.
Like one of those little airport kiosks.
Yeah,
kind of
something
thing?
like a little bit bigger than that, I think. And I think also what they would be doing is they'd be getting a lot of their news as they pass through. Like as they pass through areas, magically informing them of what's happening around the regions and things like that, so they can produce the current clack.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely, those exist.
Okay, so I want a brochure because I heard someone say it are multiple stops. I want to know what those stops are along the way. I know we're stopping at Lithia as the eventual end journey, but I want to know the other stops along the way.
So there will be 4 specific stops, and they will be all. They will not be on the ground. They will be anchoring with what these things are. They're called asylums, and what they are is basically if you can remember. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. The mountains that floated in the Avatar.
Yes.
Yes.
These are basically what these are. These are actual mountains and pieces of land that have been magically rooted up out of the ground at some point in history, and they float around the earth, around Kralis, on tides or the currents of the air. Some of them are stationary. These 4 are stationary. You'll be coming to one in about a day. That'll be the first stop where they will take on new voyagers and get rid of some old voyagers, take on new cargo, get rid of cargo, and then there's going to be 3 others before they do that. First one, this is the first one. It'll be on the edge of the sea of the Dunedin Sea, which is an inner sea that's several thousand miles wide, hundreds of feet deep, if not more, several miles deep. The second one will be on the other side of the Dunedin Sea, and the third one will be just before they break into. It'll be above it's kind of sitting between the nations of the Kingdom of Sadehak, and bless you, and bless you,
Thank you.
and Garazaks, which is your home nation, Bajra. And then the fourth one will be just off the shore of the Great Dale, which is also the Kingdom of Nazarene, before they head off into above the Vahim, the Western Reach, which is the ocean, and finally make their way to Lathia.
So let me get this straight. Essentially, Titanic.
You're breaking out. I can't hear you.
Like in the worst.
It's like you get
I don't think it's
too away
mic.
from your mic, and then it cuts off. Nope, no sound.
Nada.
What'd you do, Markham?
Nope.
We have
How about
lost. Can hear you a little bit better. Yep.
Okay, took some troubleshooting. I was gonna say, so what I'm hearing with these floating mountains is, in a sense, Titanic is iceberg territory.
I don't know what's going on with your mic, but you start
my
God.
talking and then it just stops.
Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna try using a different. Is this any better?
Little. You just no matter. It's like we'll hear you first initially, but you get those long sentences in that we can't hear you too well.
I think it's an internet thing.
Alright.
I don't think it's.
It could be an internet thing.
Yeah, your
if any of
camera
my
is a little laggy.
Right. Is this better?
Yeah, so I think the best way to do it is for you not to talk, stop, talk, stop, talk, stop, instead of one long continuous sentence.
Okay. All right. So what I'm hearing is that essentially the Titanic has floated into iceberg territory with these floating mountains.
No, it's not a vibe we want.
Stop giving the DM ideas.
Should.
Well, if there are nations on these mountains, then that would mean we'd be, wiping out.
They're not like huge, right? I mean, there are cities that actually reside on these things. The largest one is about 15 miles in diameter and is about 500 to 600 feet tall. So it has different parts where you can do it. So like imagine it's a flat top, almost like a flat top with these hills or something like that, and they kind of curve down into like a stalactite, stalagmite, whatever those things are called, where the rock and stuff kind of hang off the things like that. So that's where it goes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more concerning because that means they are iceberg size.
Oh yeah, they're very much iceberg rings, and there are other smaller like
big.
hills that kind of float around them too. So
Icebergs are big. Okay. Okay, now that I got those stops in mind, Okay, I need the newspaper, and I would like to see if I can get a newspaper from Gaduzax.
Well, it's not like multiple newspapers, it's a single newspaper. And they haven't reached anything close to where they can actually start printing anything from Gaduzax.
Okay.
So
Okay. Noted.
most of the news is going to be like news from Dado Shiva for a while. The continuing war of the Rakas nations that are just north of Dado Shiva. They're actually in a civil war and they're actually tearing each other apart. As two Malakas have decided that they want to rule their own particular portions of this nation, so the nation's now divided. The Dota Shiva is involved with the war by giving supplies to one side versus the other. And there is some news that comes from the isles that sit inside the sea of the Dunedain Sea about Havatu inventions and other things like that, and Havatu political things that are going on those islands and things like that.
Got it. Okay. All right, noted. We'll come back to this later. I have another thing planned, but if you want to jump to one of the boys, you can.
All right, we'll jump to Sirith. Sirith! This bear is
Yes.
just sitting on your bed, kind of staring at you.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, by physically looking at it, there's no like aura or like the eyes are glowing red, those kind of things. It's just you can feel the presence. You know it's there.
Is Ellen here? Have we bonded?
I don't know where Ellen is. Where is Ellen?
Well, Ellen went to take a shower and get dressed, so I don't know if he's brought the Baron and is sitting in next to the shower that Ellen sent to bond, or if he's waited until Ellen's gotten out and he's coming over and they're gonna.
Oh, if you're not there, I'm just gonna do something else for now.
I mean, he takes like a 5-minute shower, so I don't know how much time.
Well, you don't have to. He doesn't necessarily have to be there, right? You can decide according to the bonding ability. You just need to spend five fatigue per minute. Cannot be restored.
I already did that because I knew I'd forget. If I
Right.
didn't.
So, and then you just choose an ally or a friend that you know, and stuff like that, and they don't know. They don't have an empathic bond to you. You just have an empathic bond to them, right?
Okay. All right.
Unless you tell them, then they would know. But otherwise, they don't know.
Got it. All right.
Secret
then
bonding.
Well, actually, it's Sirith bonding to Ellen, and Ellen has no idea it's happening. Sirith is just a leech.
Oh, I told him about this, or at least at some point, because I know we've talked about it a couple of times out of character. We've talked about it at least.
Yeah, but did you
3
talk about it in
times.
character?
I had wanted to before. I bonded.
Okay, so you really haven't had the opportunity. So Ellen has no idea that you've done this, and you can do it with multiples. You don't have to just do it with one. You can do it with multiples.
I have to take it again, but yeah. And I can. How far is it? It's 500 per charisma modifier. I can sense him within 6,500 feet.
Wow, over
No,
a
he's
mile and a half.
Just know where he is.
Yep.
Charisma modifier of 13.
That would be
I don't know. I
So
feel like
funny.
I feel like Bajra and Ahote are ones that he should probably be keeping.
A closer
No,
eye on,
this is fine.
right?
No, this is fine.
I did it because I trust you a little bit more than I trust them right now.
That's fine.
Wait, your charisma is 115 to
Because I
119?
trust you.
Yes, my charisma is 115 exactly.
I need to stop spreading my upgrades among all my stats and just focus on one.
Well, remember though that your total there's an attribute maximum, right? You can't go over
Yeah.
a certain point. And I
It's-
think
Double what it started as, right?
so. Basically, what it is, it's double. It's 2 times the base score as determined by your species maximum. Which means that if you took a strength to, so you took wait, you went did you do the attribute modifiers optional rule? Right?
I'm not sure. Maybe, perhaps.
Well, because your base charisma would be no more than 60 at best. So double that, so you can't have more than 120.
I rolled higher for my charisma though.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is though your base is your whatever the base is plus 10 for that species, right? Whatever that would have been. So that's the maximum it could have been without adding any additional dice rolls to it. It's the base score, not the base score plus additional roll. It's the very
Give me a
base.
research about that.
Huh?
I want to see what the maximum is.
Well, it's on page 55 under the 8 attributes when you
So
guys
my
get a
charisma
chance.
can't go above 120.
Your charisma cannot go above 120,
So I have no reason to increase it anymore.
basically.
Okay.
You're at the highest potential that as a Tajin that you could have at this point.
You so good.
Well,
You so good.
But-
the
Morgan.
equivalent of epic boons exists.
And you're hot.
But there's also magical items and things like that that you can actually get. And you know, who knows? Maybe if you guys live long enough, you might become divine legendary divines, which means that you can begin to ascend to deityhood or demigod status.
Oh God.
Demigod status.
I would.
Please.
The only reason I'd want to become a demigod is if I was playing a Loki character.
Please become God. Usurp yours. Take his place.
No.
Piss him off.
Ow.
Piss him off. All he has
Yeah,
to
you
do
would
is
become-
do
so,
this, and I
you'd have to-
lose everything.
You would have to reach 25th rank, and you could become deified heroes, and then from deified heroes you could become demigods, and then demigods to lesser gods.
Amazing. Let's ascend.
How do we become greater gods?
New goal. Ascend.
You have to defeat the sitting god,
New
Which-
goal. Ascend.
which would be very impossible because gods don't have stats.
They're just God.
So
Just
our
gods.
objective is to push you to create god stats.
Will never happen because once you stat it, players will try to kill it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
yeah.
Prove me wrong. Can't hear you, Markham.
Still not
True.
hear me?
Yeah, I think it's your internet connection.
It might be your
Bud.
I think it
internet.
might be internet. I may need to text my family and say, hey guys, get off all internet on the house. The internet at this house really is terrible.
Mm.
Oh, we'll be moving in about a week and a half, and then we'll
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah.
be better. Yeah.
Fun.
That'll be exciting. So, all right. So, what do you want to do, after you've done your bonding, Sirith? What else do you want to do?
I'm going to sit down with the bear, and I'm going to cast knowledge.
Wait, there's a spell called Knowledge.
Yes.
There is a spell called Knowledge.
There is.
There.
Knowledge grants the caster to learn the history about a person, place, or thing. This bestows on the caster the legends, lores, history, and little-known information about the target, and it takes 1 hour to complete, 4 hours if you don't have the item or at the location.
Wait, I wasn't ready for this.
Explain the bear. It's hilarious.
Just like the chest that was open however many sessions ago that we looked in and it was golden glowing, and then we closed it.
Yeah. Ellen's chest, the one major item of importance that survived the fire.
Eh. Whatever.
All right. So we'll come back to you on this, Sirith, because I got to do some improvisation and thinking real quick. We'll come to Ellen. Ellen, what's going on with you?
He finishes up his shower. He puts on a fresh outfit. Continuing with the incognito mode. No, he's not. Irish belongs to the wealth. Although he will use cloth or something. Okay, so I like.
So you broke up there. Try again.
He'll finish up his shower and get dressed in one of his other outfits.
Okay. Then
And
what?
he'll head up. Oh, he'll head up to the top deck and just kind of look back as Odo Shiva disappears.
Well, so you're a day out, and so it's not like, I mean, in a day you've traveled maybe 300 miles, 400 miles, so it's way out there. You can still see it. It sits out there beyond the, when you're looking down at it, you can kind of see where the Holland River kind of makes its way out of the mountains and makes its way off, and you can kind of see that shimmering. And then along that shimmering trail, that is a large dark spot, and that's Dardura Shiva. And below you,
I mean,
you can see the open land, and you can see when you look to the northeast. Yeah, the northeast. You can see the glimmering waves and waters of the Dunadan Sea.
yeah, the purpose would just be kind of to get out away from the others, clear his head. He's had a busy night, keeping an eye on Bajra, and then dealing with the demon bear. And
apologize for not
Luna
listening.
won't listen, and Ahote's enabling her. He just needs to get away from the others. And he felt like he was being watched while he was in the shower, and he didn't know why.
I wish we could play that song. Somebody's watching me.
Just feel like
Somebody's
It's the
watching
priest
me.
who also spies on our dreams.
yeah,
Just like a
that's
good
not-
priest should do.
To be fair, I can only spy on you with this one if I focus for a round.
Yeah, a whole 6 seconds, 10 seconds.
That's a lot of focusing.
That's a lot of focus.
That's a lot of focus.
That's about equal to and or above average goldfish level.
I'm proud of you, buddy. All those years smacking books, and you can focus for a whole 10 seconds.
Does the audio sound better now? Is it coming through better?
It's a bit
Well,
better.
it comes through well when you talk, but when you start talking for long periods of time, it cuts out.
Oh. Well, I wonder if it's a volume thing. I just realized I had my
Were you
volume
peaking?
adjuster on Discord to where it's, as hard as it is to pick up the mic
You
as
were
possible,
peaking.
because last time I was having
Mhm.
background I had bad background noise sometime recently on a call, so I turned it all the way to where whatever the maximum is of where you have to be
Right.
screaming for it to pick up your voice. So I think
Mhm.
anytime my voice dropped, it was dropping.
You weren't being loud enough.
All right,
So you
so
weren't peaking.
Sirith, go ahead and give me a divine
Please.
knowledge roll for casting of knowledge, and tell me how many successes you get.
Okay. That is a 37. That's a 37. And I took Lucky Devil.
Oh shit!
Anytime it lands on a 7, I
No.
gain half my charisma modifier in bonus successes.
So
So that's
six.
gonna be
So
uh,
six.
6 there, yeah.
Uh-huh. Plus
10.
To
That's
divide.
10 successes.
in total? Why did I think your divine knowledge was higher than that?
My divine knowledge is 90. 37, 47, 57, 67, 77. Oh, 11, sorry.
Yeah, it'd be more than that. Go away.
you, as soon as you begin to cast a spell, you're starting to feel the presence of a very dark entity in the room on you, around you. And once you complete the spell after an hour, you find yourself, or your mind at least, or maybe it's you don't really remember, but you're sitting on a plane of fire, surrounded by fire and multiple legions of demons around you. And you kind of look up to the side, and now this lore kind of makes sense. This is a legendary item that is thought to be given by the hold on, I gotta get to his name. I forget his name. The Demon Lord. Here, no, it's not there. Where are my notes? I hate my notes. Got so many notes.
We have a legendary teddy bear.
Yes, so it's a demon lord under, what did I say the last time his name was? Ulduzar. Yeah, Ulduzar.
What?
Ulduzar. Ulduzar. Known as the Queen of Deception, Lies, and Death.
Throw it.
Given to those who are being sought after for romantic purposes, as best as I could say, to
Hot?
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Go on.
to the greater demon lord Azazoth. And the moment you come to that conclusion, you find yourself being hit with the best way that I can describe it is psychic damage. Make a willpower check, TS of 10.
Ooh.
Oh, Rover Reggie,
yes.
you don't. Yes, my willpower. The
Willpower.
stat. Yes.
It's a 78.
Okay.
Just
Not
have to
horrible.
crit. Just have to crit.
I'm gonna re-roll that. We have a chance here, ladies
Is
and
there?
gentlemen.
Is there?
God says there is.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7.
And
I
then
need
a 2.
3.
And then a 2. I want to see what happens. I want to see what
I
happens.
want 3, not 2. Come on.
I want you to have 2.
That's 6. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, damn.
You are hit with a barrage of psychic damage that you feel begins to pull your soul away from your body. At which point you kind of take a deep breath and you pull yourself back. But you do take some damage. Instead of taking X amount of damage,
Y amount of damage.
you take 36 points of damage.
Damn. How you looking, buddy?
That's half my health.
Damn.
Exactly.
Are you beaten from a bear?
A psychic bear, apparently.
Psychic demon bear.
Had he failed that would have
Gotcha.
been. Had he failed that would have been a reduction of his intelligence by 36 points.
Ooh.
It's not smart boy. Oh no.
I want to keep my smarts.
All that book learning was for nothing.
I could have fixed that, but
Could you have? Would you be smart enough to?
I can restore permanently lost fatigue points.
No, this is your intelligence.
No, this is
Or permanently
intelligence.
lost attribute points.
Yeah, you can do that at some point. Yeah. So, do you want to continue
With what?
with whatever you're doing?
I've already cast the spell. I'm terrified. Like, Sears got the bear's on the other side of the room. He's staring at it, not moving. He's not doing that bear is terrifying him right now.
Rid of the bear, and rightly so.
And I look pretty visibly hurt too.
Well, no one's around you.
I know.
You're
Blood is
alone.
pouring out of your nose. You know, a little bit out of your ears.
I guess
Roll to see if you lose
Sears
your
is just
mind.
shocked right now. He's too shocked to move. He's terrified. Even though he doesn't get scared.
Immune to fear, but
Doesn't
cool.
get
Stunned,
scared.
I guess.
Right.
Stunned is more the word.
Stunned is more the word.
Yeah.
Where do you sit with your insanity
Uh-oh.
points? There, Mark,
Uh-oh.
Sarah.
I have one.
Make a wits check. TS of 5.
A wits check. What's my wits? 71. This is possible.
Yeah, but you're less likely than your 78.
That's a 22.
So that's
That
5.
is exactly 5.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to decide what you want to do.
He's too stunned. Sears genuinely doesn't know what to do. He's terrified. He wants to go get friends, but it's between him and the door. That bear's terrifying him now. It's a legendary demon bear.
Legendary demon bear.
It's a legendary.
almost-
It's a
almost
legendary gift of affection to Bajra from Azazel.
I'm kind of mad
Yeah,
at
no,
you.
make sure to tell her that.
Okay.
It'll be fine. You just have a suitor.
Yeah, Demon Lord.
Hey, there's worse options.
I'm telling you right now, if you get married to a demon lord, I'm not going to be able to heal you. That is
Just
No, I
can't help you
a
there.
deal breaker.
I will have. I
Draw
will
the
have my
line.
demon
Really,
sugar
how
daddy.
dare you?
I will have my demon sugar daddy heal me. Don't even worry about it. It's
Oh,
fine.
you'll have a lot worse than that.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Not a good thing.
I'm the person in the video game. Whenever there's choices presented, I will purposely pick the bad ones just to see what happens. Like,
Why?
It's like me with
Why?
because they
Outer
wrote it
world
in for a
closure.
reason. I need to know.
Yeah,
That is fair.
Listen, they didn't give me the option to choose dumb in Outer Worlds and fly a spaceship into the sun for no reason, okay?
I know!
They wrote an entire scene for it. I need to experience it.
I nuked
Yeah.
Detroit for a reason. It's there. It was an option. I did it. Okay.
Duke Detroit, what game is that? I need to play that now.
Detroit Become Human. It's a great game. You
The
should definitely
worst
play it.
ending.
It's a great game.
I need to play it.
All right, so Sirith, are you honestly saying that you're frightened of this thing?
He's stunned. Like he doesn't know what it can do. If it just did 36, why would I get anywhere near it if it just did 36 damage to me?
Cough up blood level.
I probed a little bit too deep. It got angry. I'm scared it's gonna get angry again.
All right, make another willpower check. TS of 4.
Oh, you gotta go. Stop! You were already out. Go away.
That's 5 successes.
All right. Well, you're avoiding me throwing fear and horror at you, and phobias and insanities. So you're not that. However you want to use that to you, but you've avoided.
He's stunned.
You've avoided an insanity, gaining an insanity, and a phobia. So you've avoided both of those.
I guess at this point he'll
Impressive.
wipe the blood off and kind of like slink around it and go get someone.
All right, Ellen, what are you doing?
He's up on the top deck, clearing his head from the insanity of the rest of the crew.
Okay, you can't be up there for a
watching the
long
scenery go
time
by.
because you're at 15,000 feet. It's
It's
extremely
In
cold.
that case, he'd be up there for maybe 5 minutes. We'll say. Well, how long can he stay up there?
Well, I don't know.
Before he starts getting
15,000. What's the
cold?
temperature at 15,000 feet?
Very cold.
I don't know.
Cold as balls.
There's not enough oxygen up there.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah, it's like 5 degrees.
It's cold.
Oh,
You won't stay out long.
You'll be fine. I used to walk to school in that. You're good.
Yeah, uphill and downhill. Both ways.
Having lived up in New England, I can't actually argue with that. He'll stay out for a little bit, and then once he starts to feel uncomfortably cold, he'll be like, all right, time to go back in.
So basically, as long as you're less than 20,000 feet above sea level, you still have sufficient oxygen. So you can stay out there. It's just extremely cold.
Kidding. You might need a jacket.
Unless you
Chilly.
like the cold.
We'll stay out maybe 10, 15 minutes then.
All right.
Because
It's
he
just
has,
5 degrees.
coats and stuff that he's worn. Yeah, I've been outside for extended periods of time, 30, 40-minute walks in negative 15 degrees. Wearing only like 2 or 3 layers, so yeah, it's doable.
Gotta wear the shorts.
I mean, I love the cold, but why? Gross.
Shorts middle of December, that's the way
Because
to go.
when you're inside for 6+ months, you begin to go stir crazy. Because
don't know,
everyone
that
is
kinda-
inside in the
that
apartment
kinda
complex,
sounds like
and you
my
just want to
dream.
get out.
That's kind of my dream.
What, to go insane?
Oh, just to be inside for 6 months.
See,
All right,
that
so-
was mine
Quarantine,
too.
wasn't
until
that
I did
enough
it.
for you?
So Ellen, you make your way. You stay out there for a few minutes and then begin to make your way back down. Anything else you want to do?
Stop by somewhere and grab a bite to eat.
All right. Little cafe called the, I don't know, called the Hollow.
Cute.
Bajra,
Like it.
back to you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to find somebody higher up. Maybe not like the captain or like co-captain, but like someone who like manages. I want to find a manager.
You
Roger's
like
becoming
the
Karen.
manager.
Bajra going Karen.
Yes, Bajra would like to speak to the manager.
Well, there are ship advocates, I would think. I mean,
Like-
I wouldn't
like-
say. I wouldn't say. I mean, there's the captain, and there's each level has its different. I don't want to say manager because manager is not the right term, but deck controller, I guess, would probably be a good term. That kind of just
Sure.
make sure that everything is running correctly.
Yeah, I want to find the one who would be in charge of like who's here, like who's got a guest list. Someone I think who has a guest list.
The deck controllers would be
Okay, I want to find one of those.
okay. Doesn't I mean you just ask around, and eventually someone comes to you. It's a human. It's a deja human. Can I help you?
This is gonna sound really, really weird, but I need. So we just left out Udashiva, right? And I told my mom that I could do this on my own, But then I found out that our tickets got upgraded, and I'm thinking she's sending somebody after me to take care of this, and I told her I could do it on my own. But I don't want her to get mad at me for finding this stuff out. Do you happen to have a guest list or anything? I just need to know if there's like a family friend on here who's looking after me.
Who are you looking for?
I don't know.
I can't
I'm
give
just-
you
I
a
just wanna
list of
see-
the people that are on our ship. That's a violation of privacy.
Well, it just doesn't have to be anything particular. I just want to see if like.
Well, just tell me who you're
There's like
looking
a
for, and I will
family friend?
verify if they are on the list or not.
Well, I'm not sure who it
Well,
is.
then
I
I can't help you with the guest list like that.
Please. I won't even tell anybody. It's just like I really don't like. I won't tell anybody, and it'll just be like between you and me. You won't get in trouble at all.
Convince
I just really
check.
want to know if. Okay, we're just. Yeah, we're pretty good at convincing.
Jinx yourself.
8 Joes. 8. We're not bad though. That's 6 successes.
Wow. So continue your conversation. How are you pleading to this person to give it to you?
It's not. I won't do anything with it. I just really want to know like if I recognize any names, like if there's like somebody from the family who's just here looking after me, and I told her I could do this on my own.
Well, and kind of puts up a hand and goes, okay. Look, I can't give you the list directly, but I can sit here and hold the list for you so you can look through it.
That's plenty.
Okay? And he kind of pulls out this parchment, and as he unrolls the parchment, you can see names begin to write across them, magically appearing on this list. And he kind of pulls it out. He goes, "Do you recognize any names?" And I, as the GM, I have no idea what you're looking for, so I can't even begin to give you any information.
Yeah, I'm looking for any familiar names in either like the crime circles or in royal circles.
Of someone that might be on the ship right now.
Of someone who might be on the ship right now. If there's like in the crime circles, if there's any like recognizable fake names, like I know somebody goes by whatever, or like if I recognize anybody from royal circles.
So you spend the next 10 minutes going through a list of about 1,000 individuals. It's like slowly pulling it back out, pulling it, rolling it. You don't see anybody that stands out in either royal circles, criminal syndicates, or any of that. Nothing pops out.
Okay. I don't recognize anybody.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Miss Baja?
I don't. What? What did you call me?
Miss Baja.
How do you know that name?
It's my job to know everybody that's on my deck. I mean, you are the Princess of Garzu. Is it Garzu? Gazak? The Rikas nation that will be flying over soon. Are you not? I mean, that's according to the missive that we received, that you'd be on.
What missive?
The missive that we received before we launched from Barjota Shiva. That your 3 companions were to be treated as VIP guests.
What missive? Do you have it?
No, I don't have it. It's up in the captain's area.
Can you go get that for me?
Convince check. TS5.
Okay. Okay.
No rerolls.
I got exactly 5.
I'm not exactly sure how that would help you, but if you must see it.
Just trust me on this.
I don't trust anybody, Miss Baja, but I will go find it for you. He leaves. About 20 minutes later, he comes down and hands you this parchment paper that's got a black wax seal that's been broken. You kind of put the black seal together, and it's got the royal symbol of Gavzox on it.
Okay.
You open it.
I'm gonna open it.
You read that it's coming from a major domo of that's attached to your mother, and it reads, the captain's name. It describes each of you in detail of who you are and things like that, and you're to be treated as royalty because of who you are, and it's signed your mother.
Oh,
Does that satisfy you? I mean, it's quite a gesture, isn't it? I mean, we have other dukes and duchesses and princesses on board, so you're not unusual. Is there anything else I can help you with?
can I hold on to this?
Oh, no, sorry. This is something we must keep.
Can you make a copy of it?
Why would you need a copy of it?
I just want one.
For what purposes? It's just to inform us that all your expenses are paid for and to treat you as VIP.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's even signed your mother, Empress Volkan. But I don't think it's actually Empress, is it? Is it like Malkata, Malchuka? I'm not really familiar with your terms of queens.
Malkata.
Malkata. I wonder why she calls herself Empress. Interesting. But you're Rakas. You're unusual species.
Yeah, you're telling me.
But it's signed your mother, so you know who it is. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why you need a copy of it.
Just do me a favor and just get a copy of it.
Convince check, TS5.
Okay.
Rolling,
8.
rolling.
8 successes.
He pauses for a second. Goes, look, I will. Give me a few minutes and let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
He disappears. Sirith, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for either Baj or Ellen. I'll be checking their rooms first, and if they're not there, I'm searching.
They're not there. Markham, are you coming back down to the promenade where you guys are stationed, or going back up to it? Or are you staying there eating your
No,
late
he's staying
lunch?
and eating in the restaurant. Yeah,
Right.
he's gonna stay in the restaurant and eat in there.
Remember, this Sirith, you're talking about 250 feet wide. It's literally a small city in the air that travels. That's been commissioned to travel around Kralis. So you're talking 1,000 or so guests, and maybe 2,500 other individuals that might be on the ship that are caretakers, shop owners, crewmen, and other things like that help the whole vessel function the way it's supposed to function. I mean, it is, almost 20 decks high, so it's huge. It's almost 200 feet high. It's an impressive vessel. Do you want to spend the time?
Rooms.
Huh?
I wait by the rooms.
Okay.
For them to
Now,
come back.
again, remember the
Somebody-
promenade. The promenade is your rooms are on the outside of this like semicircle, right? And in the center is a kind of like a guests area where there's tables and chairs. There's a bar. They bring out breakfasts and dinners and all this other stuff. And they kind of move it around as they need. And currently, right now, it's it's in a late afternoon kind of layout where there's a bar. You've got a bahul serving drinks. You've got the various senators that are on this ship that are from Dadura Shiva that are enjoying themselves. You've got other prominent residents or prominent visitors that are there. There is the current ruler of current Duke from the Duchy of Har. And he's kind of talking about the Void Pirates and these kind of things and the problems that they continue to have from Calferix. You've got different people talking about different things. So it's not like it's like you guys are alone, right? It's a promenade. People are coming and going all day long.
So if you sat
Yes.
and waited, it's not weird.
Yeah, if you sat and waited, it's not.
He's
weird.
still gonna see. He's like, yeah, he's not even sitting down. Like he's leaned up against the wall over by our rooms.
Okay.
Just
A
waiting.
few minutes later, someone comes by and goes, "Can I help you, Sirith? Master Sirith? Do you want something to eat, something to drink?"
I'm waiting for my friends to get back.
All right, well, let us know if we can assist you with anything. Drinks, food, what have you. Do you need to be let into their rooms?
No, that I'm fine.
Okay, all right, very good. Moves around, keeps going. Ellen, you spent about 25-30 minutes eating a very wonderful lunch, or late lunch, or early dinner, however you want to. It's
Good surface.
you're served with drinks and things like that, and you don't ever see a bill.
Yeah, he'll kind of catch a waiter at the end. We just build everything to our rooms and we pay at the end of the voyage, or how does this work?
And who are you again?
I forgot what his code name was.
Give yourself a code name?
He did actually, yes. He hasn't gotten to use it yet, but I do have one. I just need to find where.
Oh, I can't
I
wait.
don't think this is the time to use it, but this is gonna
Oh,
be
I
great.
can't wait. No, let him do it.
Let him punch the monkey.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Can't wait for the investigation into the passenger that doesn't exist.
Let me say, well, wait a minute. Would he have his name on his ticket? Would he know what the name on his ticket is?
Yes, whatever's on the
'Cause
ticket. I mean, you gotta just you haven't indicated who you are, right? Are you just a passenger? Are you a VIP? Are you like, where are you in the ship? It's not like I mean, it's kind of like like when you go to a hotel, they're like, okay, charge it to room 295, whatever. You haven't indicated, so
Yeah.
You said what room is it charged? Is it charged to our rooms? And she basically said, "Oh, what room are you in?"
right. What room are you in?
That's true. Does it have? He won't give his name. He'll just give his room number. Room blah blah blah.
Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
1397.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it kind of comes.
1997.
1997. All right, very good. Your guys' birthdays. Got it.
Yeah.
Comes back and goes, oh no, Master Ellen, it's been taken care of.
Would he have had to buy the name and tickets in his name, or would this be an oddity? Because I was gonna say he wouldn't have purchased his ticket in his name.
Oh no,
if he
this is
considered
an
avoiding it.
oddity.
Ah. All right. Thank you. We'll just log that away and be very concerned. Darn it! Now we'll get to use that code name that he buys tickets in.
Trust me, I've got a ton of fake names too, and I have used like 2 of them.
All right, Bajra, we come back to you. He comes back after about 20 minutes and he goes, and he gives you a replica copy of it, of the missive. He goes, it's missing the actual stamp, obviously, and it's just it's a plain a plain missive, right? It has it's like a photocopy for all intents and purposes.
This
Without the
This'll do.
mark.
Yeah, without
No,
the mark.
this will do. Thank you for doing that. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Just take
Hey,
it.
well,
Stop
if there's
it.
anything else I can assist you with, Miss Bajra, I will do my best.
And I
Like
will,
a good nervous teen, she just freaks out and runs away.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I was social. Remind me your name, or tell me your name, so I can. You've been such a great help.
The deck masters, the deck,
Yeah.
Asleen,
Whoever's
Asleen. You want to write this down? You better write this down.
fuck. Oh, there's my Geyser's notes. Where did you come from? I just pulled out a random piece of paper. Helpful. I'm gonna save that later. Okay.
Asleen
Asleen?
Blackwater.
Yes.
Darn it, that's better than the one I was gonna suggest.
I was gonna suggest Colin, so it's probably way better than what I was gonna suggest.
That's even better than mine. I was gonna say Jerry McGee.
No. Asleen Blackwater.
I don't know why,
Okay.
it just seems so right, you know? Somebody a guy named Colin helping you out with your stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Very curious
Asleen.
why.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel
Thank
like his
you,
name is
Asleen.
Colin.
I appreciate it. Truly.
You do that next time I'm in public.
Well,
What's your
it's-
name? Oh no, it's not. This feels like your name.
I'm gonna like stuff it, hide it, and I'm gonna go find my boys in a slight panic.
All right. This is still on you guys. I'm just the moderator
Okay.
on this.
Well,
but-
maybe she can run into Ellen on his way home from not the bathroom, from the restaurant.
Sure. I mean,
This is
however you
very
guys want to do it.
sauntering.
Ellen. We gotta talk. We gotta talk without ears. Come on, we gotta go find Sears. I'm gonna not even explain anything more. I'm gonna grab him by the wrist and I'm hauling him.
As she goes, she's like, well, at least now I know at least now I know why everyone knows my name. She runs around yelling Ellen.
Drag him down, Sears.
Wait,
So
you guys are here. We need to talk. Bad.
yeah, we gotta talk.
Bad.
Yeah, bad. Wait, you bad?
Bad.
How?
Bear bad.
But I threw it.
Bear bad.
Oh,
I
your bad is
figured throwing it wouldn't do any.
your bad is way worse than my bad.
He
Maybe.
moves his like priest stuff, and there's like his ears are still like bleeding a little,
Oh my god.
and
Oh.
like
Um.
he shows
um,
bruises from the psychic damage or whatever
um,
damage it was. He's like,
Okay.
bad.
Okay. Your
All right,
room.
that's
Your
that's not
your.
good.
Yeah. Your room or mine.
Yeah, I go in my room.
Whichever
Okay.
room the bear is not in, preferably, because that's concerning.
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Let's go to
You're probably
go to your
not.
room. Let's go to your room.
He can Basher's room isn't.
Let's all go to your room and cry. Let's all go to your
Go
room
to-
and cry.
Go to Sears' room.
Wait, so you're going to Sierra's room?
We're going to Sears' room.
Because
How about Ellen's
I
room? Isn't that the one with no bear?
But we want to know
No,
about the bear.
let's go to Ahote's room. Then we can have the
Luna
other
will protect
situation
us
of
from the bear.
Ahote and Luna being in there, but not here.
Luna
No.
will protect us from the bear.
We'll go to Sears' room. I
Okay.
just see it's still like in front of the door.
Well, it was on his bed when he left. You walk in and the bear's
No, I
not
like
there.
threw it. I threw
Oh,
it.
did you? I
Against
thought
the
you. I
wall.
thought you like.
As soon as I took that psychic damage, like it blasted me back. I imagine I pushed it as it pushed me back.
However you want to describe it, it's not in your room.
I thought.
I turn around. I'm
Wait.
like, it's probably in your room.
Why would it be
I'm
in my
pointing at
room?
Basher.
But
Why would it be in my
seems to
room?
be following you, and it has been the entire time, if you recall.
I
No.
mean, yeah, but we
I
checked
used
my
a
room.
spell on the bear.
Uh-huh. Close the door. Skid in, close the door
Oh,
so
yeah,
no one
door's closed.
rich people don't gossip.
And then I
And
describe or I tell her that I was told. I'm sorry, my brain is fuzzy right now. I guess legend. I tell you that it's a legendary teddy bear from Demon Lord Ulbazar, and that it's a love
As a
affection
wedding
thing.
present.
that's a lot.
Ellen's just gonna slowly turn and look at Bajra like,
To
What are you
I
looking
tell
at
her
me
it's a
like that
gift for
for?
those sought after for romantic purposes to the greater Demon Lord Azathoth. As
what do you want me to look at the bride of a demon lord? How do you want to be looked at?
That's a little far. That sounds like commitment and gross.
This is a legendary magic item. I don't know how I would describe that to them. Guess I'd just say it's super powerful. It's very powerful.
Well,
Listen,
We don't want to
I-
mess with it.
lore-wise, you guys know that there are legendary items that exist in the world. Like, for example, Baba Yaga's hut, right? These things exist.
Ooh, yes.
So you know that they exist. They're mostly written off as children's tales or myths and those kind of things. But it's like us in the real world talking about Excalibur.
Oh,
You know
just
it
got-
exists.
Why? Yeah.
So would I know
Oh.
if bringing this to the church is a good idea or a bad idea?
You're asking me
Oh.
if you think it's a good idea to take it to the Church of Odiran?
take take a demon bear to a holy place? Not allowed. We're not allowed in there. Okay, so let's it's I don't want to think about.
I'm sorry,
But I mean-
Bajra. You have a demon that wants to marry you. You have a vampire disease. You don't have a lot going for you right now.
Yeah, you got that absolutely right, because you'll never guess what I found out. But we're gonna deal with this first. One problem at a time. This shit's crazy. But, let's just test your theory. Let's go to my room. See if it's there.
It's definitely there.
You don't know that. It could be it could be in Ella's room.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
in mine.
Remember, I was carrying it, ran away from me.
I threw it.
I burned
And then,
it.
and I stabbed it. If that's not a hint, I don't know what is.
I
It
feel
doesn't
like
take no
demons
for
don't
an
just
answer.
actually take no for an answer.
Apparently.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Apparently.
Very
But then
persistent,
after
I'll
I
give
threw
him
it
that.
off of the boat, we checked my room and it wasn't in my room. So you're saying after I threw it, it popped up in your room.
Yep.
Why?
Sirith, you have a suitor.
Yeah,
It's not
maybe
here anymore, so
they're trying to
No,
corrupt
he's
the good
saying
God
this
boy.
with a completely
Let's go check
deadpan
your
face,
room.
so
Hi!
his voice is sarcastic and comedic, but he's saying it deadpan. So it's like, Sirith, you have a suitor. Bajra, you clearly have romantic interest from a demon bride of a demon
I
lord.
mean-
Isn't that wonderful? Like a good British comedian, no expressions.
Well, fine. We'll go check my room then and test your little theory, because maybe the demon likes a challenge and wants to corrupt you. So, stuck on that.
Never
Let's go to
said
my room.
corrupt. It said romantic interest.
Yeah, it's called a challenge.
go to Bajra's room and
Actually,
check
I
for
can't
the bear.
argue
We're
with
gonna
that.
go to Baja's.
So you're going to Bajra's room?
Yeah, we'll go to Baja's room.
You walk in, Bajra. I kind of assume that you're kind of like leading everybody into your room, and as you do, and you kind of come around the corner to where the bed and everything is. You see the bear there. It is now a bright rose red, and it's sitting next to a. The best way you could describe it is a dress that looks like it's flowing. It's blood red, and it looks like the blood itself is flowing in the dress.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'd say that's the first wedding gift.
Oh, sure, that's a good address. How can you say no?
Congratulations.
I do feel at this point it's rude to say no.
I do have to warn you, if you do marry a demon, I might try to kill him at some point. If I can.
Marriage is a weird
Never
word.
dead.
Can we not use that word? Like, this seems. I don't like this word.
I don't think you're supposed to.
I. You know what? Good point. And it's just occurred to me my comment about the challenge might be onto something. Huh. Okay. Don't like how this turned out.
All right,
Bite me in the ass.
we need to pause because I
Yes.
think Bajra needs to refresh her memory
Yes.
of a specific time when you went to go see the Shadow King, found out it wasn't the
Uh-huh.
Shadow King, and
Yes.
you were basically requested to become a queen
Yes.
to take over.
Oh, wait, 2 and 2 are adding together. Oh! Hmm. They're just gonna get worse from here.
I imagine it's like a light bulb went off in Baja's face. She's like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
And we're
she's
just like,
yeah. For Rakas not being a very expressive species, she's very like, oh shit. She physically emotes. Like her face
What
doesn't
did-
really much move. It's just this moment of,
what'd
oh,
you do?
it's not a matter of what I did or it's more a matter of what is wanted from me. I what?
Elaborate.
Um so I kind of told y'all about the Shadow King moment
Yeah.
that ended up
you
not
s-
being a Shadow King moment.
When I told you
Yeah.
not to make any more deals, and you said maybe, and I told you no, and you kept arguing.
Yeah, that's the
I
time.
remember.
Yeah, that was the.
Why?
But this slightly different than you telling me not to make deals with the Shadow King, because this definitely was not the Shadow King. So my whole little running theory of the demon that I contacted and accidentally contacted, I didn't do anything. I was looking for the Shadow King, I promise. I just found a demon. Yeah, he offered me um he wants me to kill my mom so he can get access to the Rakasa's army. So I can be put on the throne and he'll have access to the Rakas army. Ain't that fun?
That's a no.
Yeah, I said no, but clearly no is not the correct answer.
So you thought that saying no to a demon would work?
Well, yeah, and I didn't think he'd be trying to marry me over it.
Can I roll lore demon to see if I know anything about demon weddings or demon wedding rituals?
Sure.
See if I know how bad this is gonna be.
Ah,
This is gonna be bad.
it's hilarious. I see you on Twitch.
7 successes.
What are you looking for specifically?
Like, is she gonna die from this? Like, Is she gonna be transformed into something? What's the end
Which was
goal of
turned
this
into
wedding?
a literal puppy.
What's the end goal?
What's the end goal of like what happens at the end? Like if a demon lord gets married to like a mortal, I guess.
I will no longer have to worry about turning into a vampire.
This is true. She will become a queen mother that is in charge of supplying the demon lord with multitudes of children
Okay.
Oh.
in order to seize and take control of Garazaks. I mean, what better way to do that except through Rakos half demon babies?
Yeah.
I mean, the logic is flawless.
If this marriage goes through, you're gonna be used to make a lot of children. That's all that's gonna happen. Like this
Oh.
isn't a lot of demons.
Oh. Hmm. There's nothing else. There's no other perks.
I mean, you will be queen mother.
I mean, yeah, that it's.
I imagine you
Sounds
the
all-
immortal.
I mean,
I'd also probably try to kill you.
you
Oh.
would try.
There would be more than him trying to kill you, because you'd be the propagator
Yeah.
propagator of a demon
Proprietor?
army. No, a propagator of a demon army. So yeah, there would be certain high power individuals that would be interested in putting an end to that.
So if you
Oh.
accept this, Bajra, a lot of people will want you dead. A lot of very powerful, very scary people and gods, maybe.
Yeah. What else is new?
Lore dump. Dear, all gods have avatars that are known to live within the normal mortal planes. Odirin's is known as Rache Blackstone.
Oh.
He is a very powerful caster. He is in charge of protecting the world of Kralis from entities.
Kirith would probably fanboy if he met him.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And he would be very interested in stopping you. Should you choose that path?
Yeah. See, now I'm at a path divided because, I mean, imagine the power.
Oh, you better slap her into reality, Sarah. Imagine the
You're
power.
just gonna
Like-
become. You really just want to be a demon baby factory
Yeah, see, that's
for the rest of your
downside.
life? That's
The
it.
downside.
That's all there is for you. You
That's-
think they're gonna
that's-
let you do anything else?
That's the downside, and also like the not dying thing.
I didn't say you
I don't
wouldn't
know.
die. I never said you wouldn't
You
die.
don't get immediate danger. You say yes. Immediately, there's a lot of people who want you dead.
Yeah, I mean that's normal. A lot of people want me dead now.
Not typically people that powerful.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen eventually. I piss off a lot of people.
I have a feeling you don't want to piss off even more of
Yeah.
people.
I'm trying to be better.
That's great.
Well,
So say no.
Let me put it this way: you're out on your own. You're old enough to make your own decisions. Whatever you decide,
Thank you.
you will have our support and protection to some extent. At
You
least
will
mine.
not have
Yeah.
my support if you
Yeah,
say yes.
I don't know
That's-
about
I
that.
cannot support
This is one
you
of
on
those-
that path.
this is one of those usual mistakes that could follow you the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
does have a point. I mean, it doesn't matter if you live forever if you are just pregnant all the time and never getting to,
Also,
leave the mansion.
as a demon mother, you'll always have a target on your head because you're a demon.
yeah. I mean,
I doubt you'd even be allowed to practice your weapons.
Do you want to fight me to the death? That's what it's come down to.
no.
I don't want to fight you to the death. I'd rather not have to. That sounds not fun. You know what sounds
Yeah,
fun?
'cause
Fighting
it's
other
true.
things, other evil things to the death with you.
Asha,
Yeah.
what do you know what happens if you don't take over your kingdom?
I mean, I'm the oldest, but I'm not the only one. There's one of my siblings would probably take it over.
I mean, with your whatever this pact is with your demons.
Oh, this. Oh, no. I did not stick around long enough to ask the
You
terms
don't
and
need the
conditions.
details. You don't need the details because you're not going to say yes. It's not smart.
I don't.
Whatever happened between you and your family can be repaired. You know what can't be repaired? Assassinating your mother for a demon.
This is true. I also feel like it's a little rude to show up after 2 years of not talking and being like, "Hi, I'm here to kill you." Get fucked, mom. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
that's a little rude.
That feels like something that like the people that we've been killing would do. You know, maybe
Oh, and I'm
that
better
one
than that.
priest.
I'm better than that. But my other concern is how extreme would he go to get me to say yes?
Doesn't matter. We will kill him if it comes to it. I long for the day where I get to face a demon in combat.
It's
Ellen is
weird being
looking
on
skeptically at
this
him.
side of this. Like, normally, like, I'm the one who's all like, I'm gonna fight it, but now I'm like,
What kind of check would I need to know if Sirith could actually take on a demon, or is it just obvious that he
it's even
probably
lower.
couldn't?
Nah, you are a toothpick, my guy.
Do you have lore monster? Do you have lore
I do
demon?
not. No.
I do. I
Those
could
are
tell
both
you
his-
whether I could. I'm probably not going. I'd probably look at it and be like, yeah, like 90%
Oh.
chance of death. Yeah, we're fine.
Could I maybe use a
Fuck.
skepticism to see if he's bluffing or not?
No.
He didn't say he would win. He said he longs for the day where he gets to face one in combat.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Not once
There's
did I
a
say
difference
I'd win.
between someone saying fight me and I'll pay you $10 million if you fight me, and you fighting me and beating me. Oh, there's two different concepts. I'll fight anybody for $10 million. I may not walk out of it very well, but I'll fight you for $10 million. Sure, why not?
Hell yeah, I would.
Kidding me? $1 million of that would go to my rehabilitation.
Shit, dog.
O'Dearin's got me in the afterlife.
Yeah, I don't know
If I've been good enough. I hope I've been good enough. I've been trying to be good.
I mean, you're better than I am. You at least still talk to your god.
Yes.
So, there's that.
Maybe you should start
Um,
talking to a god.
Gods don't want to
You know,
talk
you guys
to me.
have your
That's
own.
the problem.
When was
yeah,
the
my
last time you
god-
tried?
Whenever the hounds opened up those portals and I jumped in,
How long ago was
That-
that?
like a week,
Oh.
maybe
Yeah,
a
that
week
was-
and a half.
Who did you pray to?
My goddess of luck
And try another god.
and my patroness, or my family's patroness.
You should give O'Dearin a chance.
I don't think O'Dearin is in my pantheon, bud.
Well, so when it comes to pantheons and gods and deities, every deity is represented in one way or another in the various religions. Now, some religions add on to that pantheon, others do not. I think I sent you guys all a Kralis Gazetter, I believe,
Yes.
that you all should have read, memorized,
Yes.
and slept with to get this into your brains.
It's here somewhere.
Into
Yeah,
somewhere.
but my dog ate the file.
It's my dog ate
My
the file.
dog.
I remember my big three. Because I did take notes. Clearly. Yeah, I have Dagertu, Marouche, and Lear, which are my big three.
Wrong one. Also the wrong one. There we go.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I was opening wrong files.
There's an H. God, Rakesh language and all their weird H's. All for looking up gods. Ah, found it.
Yeah, so if you look at the gods of the world, right, under Rakesh, you all have names for them that are their names, but are thought of by as representations of those deities. So those are the various ones that come across, right? So a human common name for a Zehak, which is the Dark Lord, would be Shargurash in Rakesh, and in other species such as the Tajahu do not believe in these deities. They have their own pantheon, and they're not even pantheons. They're kind of like ascended beings that were once
apparently.
that were once Tajahu that ascended into immortal beings. They're in the realm of things. They are probably equal to the lesser gods, which are less than the greater gods, obviously. And the greater gods are Elal, Gishra, and Zehak.
So they're equal to Odiran.
Yeah, they'd be equal to Odiran. Now, you can choose to follow other deities. That's not what I'm saying, right? You've chosen to follow Odiran. Or you can choose to follow the pantheon that is known for so intermediate deities, and then there's lesser deities, and then there's other things. So they'd be equal to intermediate deities, I believe. Hold on, let me double check.
Or you can choose to be like Ellen and be like, it's a thing.
No, pass.
He believes in all of it, but follows none of it.
Got it.
Like, I have no reason to not believe in it, but I ain't following no one.
I mean,
I'm gonna convert
They
someone.
didn't do anything for
I'm gonna convert someone.
my house.
I feel like if I say the right thing here, I could push Bajra. But I have to say the
Well.
right thing.
Unless they can retroactively go back in time and help his house, I don't think Ellen's really that interested.
There.
And again, that changes everything about his childhood. So,
And they can't help your he can't they got my God can't help your house, but it can provide you comfort and help you through life and guarantee you a good afterlife as long
God,
as you
he's
are good
selling
in
it.
life.
He's selling it.
see, but you can also cruise
That's
through life
Odiran,
completely
baby.
numb, and then you don't have to worry about. I'm kidding.
Yeah, put on your Lincoln Park. It's okay.
Damn.
Wow, why'd you know I listened to that?
Ed
Why did you know
Lord
that's in
over
my
here.
Ellen
Yeah.
playlist?
You know what? Just go jam your hybrid theory. It's okay.
That's not even a roast. Hybrid Theory is actually a pretty good song, but the way you said it, it's so demeaning.
So, our whole episode has turned into the debate of what deities actually do and how they exist in the world of Legends of Kralis and the various followers. Hi, may I speak to you about our Lord and Savior Odiran?
Basically.
This session should totally be called Door-to-Door Witnessing.
Odiran's
I
witness.
saw a demon bear, and now I'm like, you guys need to believe in God. I
Y'all
swear
need
to God.
Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus. I had Jesus, and Jesus helped a little
My
bit.
Jesus ain't powerful enough. We all need Jesus.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Sacrilege.
We need the partners.
My entire existence is sacrilege.
Not all of it. You've had some good moments.
No, literally, my entire existence is sacrilege.
Oh, she's gonna hate me later.
Oh, for sure.
Bajra, you can believe in gods outside of your pantheon. Odiran is not inside of my pantheon.
I mean, I think I have a version of him, but I don't really.
If you couldn't find it within yours, why not search outside? That's what I did.
How about you two discuss this? Belford, you may keep the dress, but if you don't mind, I'd like to take the bear out and perhaps retry the whole yeeting over the railing thing, if that's okay with you.
It's gonna come back. You do what you want.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, and he'll
So-
take the bear and
So you're gonna go grab the bear?
Yeah.
Make a willpower check, TS10.
Oh, God!
Power check TS of 10. All right.
I'm so scared. But I'm having fun.
Let's see.
Say again?
Yeah, Ed?
I'm counting.
You crit.
I was just above a crit, so I have 9 successes. Oh,
Did you say
nope, I can't throw
10?
8 successes.
You go to reach out for the bear, and you are suddenly find yourself thrust backwards by a force that slams you against the wall. Take 50
Do you
fatigue
mind?
damage.
50 fatigue?
Go
50
away.
fatigue.
Good thing I've been boosting my fatigue, or else I would have been out cold. Because
Oh, my God.
Whoa,
there was
you
a day
good?
that would have knocked
Whoa.
me out cold. All right, change of
All right,
plans.
no
You two
touching the
out
bear.
of-
And as soon as you touch the bear
out.
and a thrust back, you hear in a voice that I cannot do deep enough, "Touch me not, words."
Only Ellen hears it?
No, everybody hears it.
Oh!
The whole ship hears it? No, I'm kidding.
No, just you guys.
And picture the
Just you
kind of
guys.
voice.
And you kind of see as he reaches forward and it says, "Do not touch my mortals." You can see this thing kind of morph into this demonic bear for a second and then morph back down.
All right, can you two just go outside for a moment then? I want to see if I can convince it to leave.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't want to be in here with it though.
See?
I've already tried stuff. Let's let Ellen
You're
try
making
something.
Sarah uncomfortable. Go outside, finish your conversation with
No,
Sierra,
it's not
alright?
making me uncomfortable. I know exactly what the fuck it is, and I don't want to fuck with it.
Do
Hi.
I recognize the voice from before? As
Yes.
it's the same voice?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
I don't know
Let's go
what-
to my room and talk while he does whatever he's gonna do here.
I don't want to leave him with this.
Don't worry, I'll be
Because-
fine. I'm not going to touch it or anything.
Well, it doesn't need to.
No,
Because
I will yell for you if anything goes
if you
wrong. alright?
can. It's
How about this?
Thing is, it's
Come back in
sticking
5
around.
minutes and check on me. Come back in 5 minutes and check on me.
Perfect time for this. Ellen, I have formed a spiritual bond with you, so I can sense if you're in danger or where you are within a very, very long radius. So I can use that to see if you're fine.
Oh,
Does that work?
perfect. See, he can keep it. Wait a minute. Were you spying on me while I was showering earlier?
No. I did not spy on you. I set the bond. I did not use it to spy. I merely set it.
Okay. So I felt like I was being watched.
Yeah,
for some
but I-
reason. All right.
I
As long as
don't
you
think
weren't
that's
spying
gonna-
on me when I was in the shower.
I don't think that's going to mean anything if it drags him to one of the hells.
Then he won't be here and we'll know something is very wrong. If we're in here with him and he gets dragged to the Seven Hells, we're probably gonna get dragged with him.
Better
don't
than
think
him
it's gonna
being
happen.
dragged alone.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Actually, Bajra, considering my chances alone versus with you, I'd probably be safer without you. And
You
Mr.
have knocked
Holyborn
him
here
out
would
quite a
certainly
few
As
be able
opposed to a
attack
demon
someone else.
Hold on, I would
You
protect
really
living.
don't remember anything from the last combat, do you?
No,
You almost killed
everything
Ellen.
went. What?
He ran in the room and you immediately knocked him down. It was vicious.
From what I understand, I would have been in a pool of lava had not.
Oh, there he goes.
Now there he goes.
Oh,
Robo
there he
Ellen.
goes. Wait for it. Let it catch up to itself. Oh, there he goes. And we're gonna lose him.
And this is what happens. As Sirith and Bajra leave to go to another room, all of reality comes to a stop in Ellen's mind. Where what was will be and what will be was.
You're joking or
Are we,
not?
are we back? Is he back?
I
What
don't
is
know.
what shall be. And what shall
What
be
is
what
what
is.
shall be?
Oh no,
Oh,
we lost him.
No.
You
Oh,
guys,
your
you
internet's
you
fine.
guys hear a reaching screech in the other
Oh, I
room.
hate that.
Yikes.
Are you back?
Oh, I
Hey.
think he's back.
Are you here?
He's
You're
back.
here? Oh my god. The last like
I've been
30
here.
seconds was nothing but stutter and freeze frame and like
Really?
no sound.
Oh
we
yeah.
just saw and then it caught up with itself and it was really funny because you look like you were in fast forward.
That's
VCR
hilarious.
flashbacks.
It's not blipped at all for me. Like, it looks like it's been flowing just fine. My own screen shows like everything.
Oh, no.
It was not fine.
It was not okay.
It was as far from fine as fine can be.
really funny though.
Ironically, I actually haven't been moving the last, like, couple minutes, just sitting here watching and listening to whatever you guys were talking
And then
about.
your face was lagging into different expressions for like a good
That's
30
hilarious.
seconds.
It was really funny. So whatever you said, we got
Get off the
none of
internet!
it.
Yeah, we got none of it.
You got none of it.
Oh no, what did... Oh gosh.
It was
When
So
was
last
the last
talking
thing
about-
I heard then?
your plan.
Oh, he said, just give me 5 minutes, and then come check on me. And besides that, he's got the bond thing to keep an eye on me, and considering the fact that you knocked me out and I would have been left behind to drown in a pool of lava, had not was the bear saved
It
me.
was Eddie.
my chances in hell would be a lot better alone than with you. No offense. And guaranteed, no
full
offense,
offense.
Sirith. Guaranteed, Holy Boy here would definitely get me killed.
I take full offense. Full offense. But
To be fair, you are working on it. You're working on your anger.
I am working on it. But I don't like it. Okay.
And that should push you to work on it even harder.
I don't like this. The only reason I don't like this is because I've been there. So.
Not planning on going anywhere, don't worry. I'm just standing in the room.
It's not a matter of
staring
me
at the
planning on anything. It's a matter of him deciding you're going somewhere.
All right,
I wasn't expecting to take a trip into one of the hells either, but
Yeah, he's.
such is life.
Yeah, that is fair. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't get anywhere near it. Don't stab it. Don't
If it
select
talks to you, don't talk back.
Yeah, don't talk back. If it
Don't
offers
worry, I
you
save all
riches,
my
say
witty
no.
remarks for you two. And the other two.
That
in the
works.
other
That's
room.
fine.
Enough.
It's a
fine,
demon.
I
If you
still
gave a
love you.
witty remark, it might twist it and actually get something out of it.
Don't like you being alone.
Ashra, I have seen things, a lot more things than you have. I've been alive a lot longer.
Oh, yeah, how old is Ellen?
It's a great mystery.
I'd like to know.
Wow, I
Yes,
just
I
got
don't remember
I
if
just
he's
got
older than
boomer
me or not.
vibes. I just got boomer
yeah.
vibes off
Okay,
Ellen.
boomer. I've seen
How
more
old
than
are you, would you like to know?
I just want to know if you're older than Sarah.
I think
Oh,
so.
he is.
Probably.
Just based on vibes alone.
Are you older than 50?
I think so, but not by much. I think you've mentioned it once.
Never said his age.
Art- Well, I mean, like in our like after stream chats, I think you've mentioned it once.
You did. I don't
Never
remember
said
what you
that-
said.
I said the general vicinity of his age. I said he's over 50. I haven't
Okay.
quite said how old he is.
Okay.
And I said he looks 28.
Okay.
Yeah, but so do all Tajahu. Are you kidding me?
I
They get to
know.
a certain point and they just stop aging. So it's just I'd look this way for the next, I don't know, 100 years or so. I don't know what
It's
you
like
want.
Tom Cruise.
Yes. Or
It's
Keanu
like Tom
Reeves.
Cruise.
Well, I'd say
Keanu
more
Reeves
like
and-
Keanu Reeves than Tom Cruise.
That man does not age. He's a treasure to us all.
It's true.
Who?
Usher
Keanu Reeves.
doesn't age either.
Sean
Okay.
Connery didn't age until he hit like 90.
I don't like the idea of you being alone. And I will not move. I will stay in this room. You're free to do whatever the fuck you want, whatever your plan is. I do not want you in this room with it by yourself.
See, the entire purpose of my plan is to have you out of the room then. See all the
Then
time.
what
time
is your plan?
it in game right now?
Say again, Sirius?
What time is it in game right now?
It's coming up on 5 p.m.
Okay.
Oh, puppy.
She's been beating up on me. She's being so dramatic.
Because she's
Look,
worried about
Baja,
Baja.
It's coming up on
Apparently.
my daily prayer.
It's the time of the stag, hours of the stag.
I know how you feel about gods and prayer. You don't like it, but I'm telling you, give it a chance. It might be the solution. If you want, you are free to join me.
I'm not leaving this room.
Ashra, go with him for 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm not.
This thing
My
tried to
prayer.
kill him. If he's praying, it could lash out against him.
Oh, I'm
I
not
think he
praying
needs it-
anywhere
more
near
than me.
that.
I don't think you
I
need
mean-
to be anywhere near it for it to find you. It's already come after you once. It was a coincidence it landed in your room.
Yeah, and I'm not super stoked about whatever it might do to you to get to me. That may sound selfish, but I'm not a fan of that.
I can guarantee it wouldn't do anything to me to get to you because we have no connection
How do you know that?
whatsoever.
How do you know that?
Uh,
Oh, we have a connection. Listen, man, if the mortals know our connection, demons sure as hell do.
Well, it may be on your half, but don't worry, it's not reciprocated. You have you have more of a bond with Sirith than with me. So go keep an eye on him. It's already targeted him. Remember, I carried this thing around for the greater part of the day, and it did not do anything to me.
Yeah, it was before it was this color, and there was a dress.
So I won't.
Things
pick
are
her up,
getting-
all right. It's all right. All right.
Can he roll a convince check, please?
We're actually going to go into social combat. So between Bajra
We're
and
fighting
Ellen,
now.
Bajra, you need to make a convince check that you're not going to leave. So whatever successes you get, then you have to roll a skepticism check, Ellen, or a counter convince check basically you're countering each other's arguments in an attempt to get
Okay.
one of you to leave.
Does
We're sword fighting with words.
does anything help Ellen
breaking
because
out
I'm
the
trying to
better
convince Bajra to also come pray?
I don't know, man. It's not. I'm not
You
lying.
could. So here's what you could do. You could do what's what's part of the rules of skill checks is part of the synergetic or cooperative. What you could do is you could attempt to convince her to come pray along with Ellen doing the same thing, and you would roll first, Sirith. So you would be rolling a convince check. And tell me how many successes you get.
Convince. One of my good skills. That's a 17. So,
I don't know how many successes that is.
Lucky feet. Look at little 7.
2 successes. His charisma is an 18. No, I'm kidding.
How many
12
successes?
12.
What is your convince?
69.
And you rolled how many successes? I mean, you
I
rolled a
rolled-
what?
I rolled a 17. I get half my charisma when I get a 7.
This is a 7.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's a 6. Plus another 6.
So you got how many successes?
12.
Why did I put all my points into
All right.
actual combat and not social combat?
So now,
Put all of my
so
points into basically social combat.
Ellen,
Why
you get
can't I just fight you?
Ellen, you get a plus 25 to your convince check at this point. But we gotta wait. How many successes Bajra got in her convince?
We're switching up dice, nerds.
How many successes did you get on your convince?
6.
All right, so your target success, Ellen, is 6. But remember, you add plus 25 to your convince check.
Oh, okay. Alright, my convince is 63. And I add plus 25
To your skill check, yes.
to my skill check. Okay, so that's going to be. Um. Um. That's 7 successes.
So play it out.
'Cause, yeah,
You're
that
trying.
bumps my
You're
skill
trying.
check to and
You're trying to
88.
convince her to leave. Bajra's saying, "No, I'm not leaving." How would you convince her to leave? You've got you have the ability to do so. What do you say?
How about this? You go with Sirith, try one prayer and then come back. If I'm not there before you're done with the prayer.
Maybe prayer will help you. You don't need to fix your path. I feel like you're just beginning. So maybe prayer will help you find your way. Like it helped me. If it doesn't work, you don't have to anymore.
Praying did not work. I'm gotta go to mine.
And
Yeah, they
like I
gotta go-
said,
Which means I have to be outside. But, Sirith, if you pray somewhere in the middle, if you're able to. Fine, I'll do this. I'll try to reach out to one of my gods, and we'll see what happens. And Sirith, you have to be in the middle. No, I don't like that. I'm standing outside the door. I have another one in mind. He's not gonna do anything, but he's the one that I can do inside. It's fine. I'm gonna stay outside the door. If I hear anything, I'm coming in.
that
Okay?
is reasonable. But just as long as you're not in the room, seeing as how in the room seems to be, what this thing wants, and you don't want that right now. And remember,
This is in my room. I'm guessing Cirrus' room is directly next to mine, right? They kind of like in a row.
They're kind of like in a row,
Ish.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we didn't establish who's next to who.
and by the way, remember, the only bond you and I seem to share is you constantly trying to kill me. I don't know whatever it is you think is going on, but
Don't recall such a bond. I'm talking about the sheer fact that we associate with each other, and we've traveled together and talked together.
that doesn't mean anything. Anyone who knows me knows that, that doesn't mean anything at all, right? So, I think you should be more worried about your rat friends and others who are known close acquaintances of yours, people who care about you, that mutual caring and stuff like that.
Are you afraid of me?
I'm apathetic, that's what I am.
But are you afraid of me?
No.
Because you seem like it.
No, I'm not afraid of you, I just don't care. One way or the other.
I'm gonna stay in Sierra's room, right next door. And if I hear anything, I'm coming in. Protect your ass, whether you deserve it or not.
Alright.
To be fair, he probably does deserve it. We probably wouldn't be alive if Ellen weren't here right now.
After the comment that he made, after these comments, I'm not so sure anymore. And I'm gonna leave. Go. It's an emotionless species. But also very emotional.
You better make yourself scarce. I don't want to piss off a demon because I have a creature in the back.
You dollar store Constantine.
Dollar store Constantine.
Constantine 2. Did you guys see that Constantine 2 is being made?
No.
Does it have Keanu in it?
Yeah.
Then I will see it.
Oh.
Keanu signed on and everything.
That's not Keanu.
I believe the reason they didn't do it originally is because Keanu didn't sign off on it.
Well, it's always good when the actor signs off on it, unless it's Harrison Ford asking you to kill off his characters.
I'm gonna storm into Sarah's room, and she's physically pissed. Visibly.
Fear follows after.
All right, Ellen. It's your show. What do you want to do?
He's going to just kind of shut the door and lock it, if it has a lock,
Sure.
and kind of saunter up to it and go, "Can you hear me, or am I just talking to a stuffed animal? Because if I'm talking to a stuffed animal, I'm not really interested in that, and that's just
There is no response.
all right."
Gross.
I think we lost him again.
Oh, oh no. Worst timing. We've only just begun. No!
Has just begun.
Ellen! Ellen! Oh no.
Great.
Oh,
He's
oh,
leaving us
he's
in
lighting up.
suspense.
There we
Oh.
go.
Oh.
Is it? Oh, there we go.
What's up, Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Thank you, hon. So I simply have a question for you. You want Ajra queen of her kingdom?
You broke up. Say again.
Do you? He's gonna say, "I just have a question for you. What exactly do you want with Bajra?"
It's not responding.
Well, aren't you a boring bear? All right. Well, I guess if that's the way you're going to be, won't get what you want. I can't help you. I'll leave you with this. I could potentially help you with whatever you need, but you need to stop pursuing this child. She's not lived long enough to understand the deeper nuances of the universe, and she's just going to get herself killed. Mad at me right now? That's not. Let's say that way. But she won't be assassinating anyone when we get to the next stop. And if I could potentially persuade the Queen to serve you, that might be more useful than you making a child try and fight her mother. That's not going to end well for anyone. So I could potentially help you if you're reasonable, and if you stop picking on this child. But you know, it's your call, and he will saunter out.
As you begin to leave, the voice says, "What do you know of it? You know not my plans. You are a thing in my world."
I never presume to know your plans.
Then how
I
can you be
simply-
of any assistance to what I desire?
As I have more years of experience, and I am completely apathetic towards the world.
Perhaps it's
And-
not apathy that I need. Perhaps it's passion. And
And
Bajra,
perhaps,
Bajra comes with plenty of passion.
but perhaps you need someone who is willing to do whatever to protect someone else.
I can convince
Bajra is
Bajra.
just going to get herself killed.
I can convince Bajra of that. And as for her death, that yet remains to be seen.
Alright, let me put it this way. Bajra is kind of in this because you tricked her into it. You'll have plenty of resistance going forward. I
Puny
don't
mortal.
particularly care
Do
for
you
humans.
think that I, a demon lord of Prax Dun would do anything less than to trick people into doing what I want them to do? Are you so unintelligent to understand? How dare you come into my world or into my camp, into my plans and decide what may or may not happen? Psh. And
I'm not
that, and when it
deciding
does that, psh, this gout of like smoke and amber just kind of rolls out of the teddy bear, and it begins to start to shapeshift into this larger one. And by the time it's done, it's standing easily 8 foot tall. Its claws are hanging to the, and it goes and it steps forward to you. You can feel the radiation of heat coming off this thing to the point where you feel like maybe your skin is even starting to burn and crystallize and crisp up. It goes, if I were you, would leave it alone. Vajra will be mine. And at that moment, he smacks you. Roll physical defense. TS of 12.
Right.
Full defense?
TS of
All right.
12.
12!
Yes, a 12. There's no way I'm gonna pass that.
12! There's a chance. Please. Sirith, you're muted now. You're muted, buddy.
I
Sirith,
was
you're...
gonna cast a spell on Ellen if I should have done it.
Yeah, but you're gonna sense this, right? With your
Full defense, it's gonna
I have
be.
to. I have to tap into it.
your Ellen tingle. Oh, you didn't tap into your Ellen tingle?
I have
God.
to spend a turn to tap into it.
Oh, that's,
and then it's gone if
Did you succeed or not?
No, I don't think that's 6 successes. I needed 12
Yeah.
or more, right?
Yeah.
So you're outside the door, Baja? Was that what you were doing, or was you in the other room?
No. Ellen made me mad. I'm actually going to Sirith's room. I'm right next door.
Ellen, you are slammed against the wall and fall unconscious.
Ouch. Yeah.
Instant unconscious.
Instant unconscious.
You didn't have
fuck.
much fatigue
Demon
left.
Lord. You got bitch slapped by a demon lord. Okay, like if you
Fuck.
didn't fall unconscious,
Not even a
Yeah.
demon lord, a demon bear. Wasn't
It's
even his
true.
true form.
he said you're not worth my time, and then bitch slapped you.
Bitch. So would we hear this against the wall? His body.
So were you didn't have your sense activated, right, Sirith?
Nope, I have
Right.
to activate it.
Right.
But I was going to activate it in 5 minutes, so
Because
Alright.
he kept frag.
You go and it's
I
been
pray for an hour,
easily 5-10 minutes, and you haven't heard from
oh yeah,
Markham,
I tap into
or
the
from
sense.
you're getting a busy signal.
Busy. Okay. As soon as I get that busy signal, I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go to your room real quick.
Yeah, during that 5 minutes, she's actually going to make an attempt to reach out to Daggertu.
5-minute prayer.
Yeah, quick. Just checking
Really?
in. Just checking in.
I want to hear the prayer.
I don't know what I'm doing. Zira said this would work. I don't think it will after our last meeting.
You have to want it to work for it to work.
We left on bad terms, Zira, okay? But he's convincing me to try this again, and
Who are you praying to?
Daggertu, the one in charge of the yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly.
Yeah. Well, my other option was not a good idea, so I decided this one.
You had 2 other options.
Yeah, this one seems more fun and more strategic.
Okay.
Once I
Don't
convince you that faith is real and you believe in faith, now it's just a matter of convincing you which faith.
I don't know if you'll even hear this, but worth a shot, right? At least I could say I tried.
Okay. So you say your prayer as you are you moving while you're saying this prayer, or are you saying this prayer before you leave? And are you running
She's
back to his room, or what
Oh
exactly are you
yeah,
guys doing?
this prayer was happening as soon as she saw Seaworth get down to pray. She's like, all right, I guess we're doing this.
I was waiting 5
Or
minutes
getting
because
the
I pray
focus.
for an hour.
Oh yeah, she got him down to
So
focus
I got
on
in,
his
I
vibe,
sat down,
so-
I'm just waiting for 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, so she has no idea what he's doing. She just saw him get down. She's like, all right, I guess we're doing this.
I'm listening to your prayer. That's
Yeah,
why
they're
I
doing
went.
this-
That's why I went. You have to believe.
Doing this whole prayer thing. She doesn't. She's a little rusty. All right. So as soon as he said, "I can't feel him," we're done. Lost connection. Hold on. She's leaving the room. As soon as he
I
said
don't
we
say I
lost
don't
connection.
feel him. I say busy signal.
Busy signal. Regardless, there's something strange is afoot. I'm busting out of that room. I'm going back into my room. No hesitation.
You
Because
bust
yes,
out of that
fucker,
room.
she cares a
You
little.
kind of make a commotion as you run from one room to another room,
yeah,
and you
I
see
was
these
about to say.
various individuals,
I wanted to stop
senators, and
Buzz from busting out.
some other people kind of look at you, and they start murmuring as you bust into your room. When you bust into your room, you find an unconscious Ellen on the floor, reading in pain, surrounded by flames. The bear itself is still on the bed. It's as though Ellen is being tortured.
Oh no.
His body begins to float in the air. He's wrapped in these purplish white green flames that are just licking at him. Something's going on with Markham.
We go no thoughts, just actions. Running in and grabbing him and trying to pull him down. Like wrapped her arm over the chest and trying to yank him. She's trying to like fall to her butt and try to like use her body weight to pull him down.
You go to grab him, and you are flung backwards. Not forcefully, but you're flung backwards against the bed or the wall near you.
Sirius!
There's no spells for exorcisms. I wish there was a spell for exorcism now. I was looking for like any type of spell that even like pushes something out of the body. I'm not finding anything. At least nothing I have access to.
There's no force eject?
Nope.
Oh
I was
god.
reading disruption, but that doesn't. No. Disruption is an entirely different thing. So
Guys,
I
we
have
might
no-
have
I
girl
have
boss a
nothing.
little too close to the sun.
I'm gonna try to touch him and put him into a deep sleep.
With your
Counter
ability.
nightmare.
With your
Counter
ability.
nightmares with dreams.
Yeah, with dreaming.
Yeah.
You go to
Cresselia
you
always
go to
needs
reach out. You
dark
start to reach for him and stuff like that. And as soon as you do, make a willpower check. TS5.
Yay. Willpower.
I'm the chosen.
Where's Ludo winning an eater?
That's 5.
Huh?
That's 5.
You fight off the tremendous fear of even getting close to this thing. You reach out and you begin to touch where Ellen is, and you too are flung backwards, slamming against the wall or bed or what have you. And then you hear the voice in your heads. Don't interrupt my feasting.
In just my
I
head?
don't like that word. I don't like that word.
Few moments as you guys are dazed, sitting there, crashed into the floors and walls and things like that. Suddenly, Ellen drops to the floor, unconscious. Ellen, you are permanently down 25 fatigue points.
Well, there went the last couple of times of boosting up my fatigue.
Oh.
I immediately put him into a deep sleep. If I can.
and I'm gonna go in between.
I mean, he's
them and
unconscious,
the
so I mean,
bear.
if you can throw him overboard if you like. I mean,
Well, I mean, he's gonna get up feeling a lot better than it's either he gets up feeling terrible because he just had fatigue permanently torn from him, or he gets up feeling great because he just rested amazingly, even though he had something terrible happen to him.
That makes sense.
It's like when the nightmares and the dreams merge. Suddenly the bunnies have teeth. So while he's over there, I'm gonna get in between them and the bear on the bed.
okay.
And just like a defensive stance and just like constant struggle.
Okay. The dress is still flowing this bloody red. It's almost got like this crystalline look to it. Make a willpower check, TS5.
Oh great! Now it's my turn to get the
What?
13. I've never wanted an unlucky number more in my life.
You
13.
feel this almost near uncontrollable desire to put this dress on as you stare there. You fight it off, but there's this uncontrollable desire to want to put this dress on and find the desire that lies within it.
Is it visible?
What, the dress?
No, that Bajra's like wants to put it on.
No, this is an internal thing.
Yeah, she's still not great at emoting. Torturous bastard. Stupid. I know he tried to do something stupid. Look, now you're passed on the floor. Probably could have avoided this. Probably definitely could have avoided this.
Take a chill pill. This is very not good already. Obviously, the bear is not. You probably shouldn't be as mad at Ellen as you should be at the bear, the one that did it to him.
If he would have listened to me, he wouldn't be passed out on the fucking floor.
And that's on him. Don't get mad at him. Get mad at the bear for passing him out on the floor. Just tell him not to. Tell him don't be dumb next time. Don't get mad at him. That does
This
not.
is, of course, presuming this had nothing to. This was completely outside of what he was wanting to do.
Yeah, we have no idea what went down.
You crossed the line touching them. If you want me so bad, you shouldn't have done that.
You're not sure, but you think you see the bear smile.
All right, let's put Ellen in his room and then go pray. Leave the bear here. Good. Sound good?
I don't know what's going on in her head. I cannot.
I don't
know.
think being
I don't,
in the same room with it is good.
I don't know, but she's like radiating anger and hatred. Like, if you could catch the vibes, it's definitely that.
I'm gonna look around for a paper bag to give her. Be like, breathe into. Calm down. You need take a deep breath.
I'm calm. It's fine.
You're clearly angry.
And I'm not sure
leave. Let's leave. We'll figure this out. I don't think it's.
Can you? Do you guys? Are you guys able to hear the Twitch stream?
I muted it so I could hear you guys. Otherwise, I'd be getting an echo of our voices together.
Unmute it.
Okay.
I can hear. It's hearable. Are you having trouble hearing it?
Okay, it's unmuted. Oh, I do. I do actually.
Your hatred and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Oh, he's talking.
Yeah, it's not loud enough. It's not as loud as I wanted it to be. Basically, it's yes, good. Good. You hear this in your head, Baja. Good. Good. I can feel your anger and your hatred. A much more tempting queen you will become.
At this point, Sirith is like pushing Baja over to help pick up Ellen so that we can get out.
Feel your anger. Listen, Baja's a Sith.
Listen, let's go. Let's take a chill pill. Anger doesn't typically lead to very good situations, does it?
I don't know. It's worked out great for me. It leads to some great situations.
Are you sure? How
So?
many people have you almost lost in situations where you got too angry and don't remember?
Can name one off the top of my head.
Ellen. Oh, and Ellen. Oh, and that other time it was Ellen.
Don't forget about Ellen.
Did you mention Ellen?
He also knocked out a Hote too at one point, I think.
It's true.
No, I just fought him.
Did she?
I didn't. I
Oh,
didn't
and you
knock him
killed
out.
your bestie.
Yep,
Not
that's
forget
the
about that
one. That's the one.
I don't know about that one.
That's the one.
She's in denial that she's perpetually trying to murder Ellen, and she's like, "But we are friends, and I care." And he's like, "Yeah, right."
They don't. They remember. This is the great, hilarious irony of it all.
Bajra is either the world's worst friend or the world's best disguised hitman. All these
I know,
mistakes,
right?
and she's still like, we're such
I
good
got
friends,
no
and Ellen's
idea.
like, yeah.
So are you guys taking Ellen back to his room?
Yeah, I'm pushing Sirith out of the way a little harsher than she intended, and I'm whole ass just only carrying Ellen. I'm just picking up
Just dragging him by his
body.
foot.
No, she's like full on like baby style fireman's carry.
I
this man
stop
out
you
of here.
before you get out. We are in the VIP section. We don't want we don't want attention. This looks very bad. You just dragging him like this. Let's make it look a little bit better, if we can.
He's drunk. I'm carrying him. You're weak. Let's go with it. We're only
Okay.
taking him to the next room over.
Fine.
Wow. Sense of decorum comes in and then is easily flushed down the toilet.
It is. It's it's a cruise. Everybody's been getting drunk. That's not actually
Yeah.
a bad excuse.
You have yet to see anybody in the VIP drunk.
That is. We saw Baj.
You've seen Bajra drunk. But you've
Bajra
seen
showed up.
nobody else drunk. I mean, there is a sense of decorum amongst lords, ladies, dukes, duchesses, senators.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna hold up like fireman's carry. You know what? No, we'll make this look a little better. I'll just do like the whole one arm over the shoulders, and I'll just like lift him. I'm mostly carrying him.
He hit his head.
So
He's
you're
shorter than me.
you're
It's
going-
fine.
so you're gonna pick him up, kind of carry him around that way, and
Yes.
you're gonna proceed outside of the room.
Yeah, we're just going to the next
Soon
room.
as you come outside of the room is a Asulam, Solemn, Asulam is Asulam standing there, very worried. Is everything all right, Miss Bajra? We've heard some serious complaints about violence in your rooms.
Is this the same human from before?
Yes,
Asleen.
Asleen. Sorry, thank you, Asleen.
Asleen. You told me to write it down, and I did. I'm good at following.
Well, that way I don't have
directions.
to worry about it. You can correct me.
I'm
later.
real good at following directions. Fonz is
Asleen.
not. Yeah, Asleen. Everything's fine. Just had to.
As you
full
guys
sort
are,
of
as you're
like-
kind of like talking, you can see several of the senators and duchesses are all kind of looking at you. They're all kind of whispering.
It's just
This is very uncouth.
Oh, I'm totally aware. I had to find one of my guards at hitting the bar way too many times, and you just showed up and you started just throwing things around, and it was
Wait, wait, wait.
ridiculous.
Guards? You have
Yeah,
guards? Master
yeah,
Ellen is a guard of yours?
yeah. And Ahote is too.
We haven't seen
They're
Master Ahote for some time. For most of the day, in fact.
yeah. Don't worry about him. He's a reclusive type. But I check in with
Good
him every now and then.
bodyguards.
I check in with him every now and then. I tell him where I'm gonna be, and then I check in with him. And it's kind of hard to.
Now, this is
to leave
very
the boat.
this is very out of the ordinary. You should make sure that your guards have better decorum about themselves.
Oh, trust me, and I'll be giving Ellen a quite an earful whenever he sleeps this off.
Again, you see the various individuals that are there kind of they're looking at you. It's one of those things where you stand out now. Like you were standing out, now you are standing out. Like you're the topic of the news inside this part of the VIP rooms.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great talking to you all, but as you can see, we have to get this poor man to his bed. So
Yeah.
if you'll excuse us.
Right, you kind of
Yeah,
push
we'll
him out of
just-
the way. You kind of verbally push him out of the way, and make your way to Ellen's room.
Yeah, we're just gonna go.
Put him in his bed.
Yep, just drop him in his bed.
Aslan is standing there like, just He turns and, all right, everybody, it's time for drinks, and tries to kind of blow it off in such a way that allows them to move on beyond
That's
the
what-
Bajra show.
As
You
like the
couldn't have
real
said
one.
yes, you had to throw him under the bus. Very kind of you.
It was the first thing that came to mind.
course it
After
was
this
the-
entire
Bajra's
ordeal, it's
mind.
time to go pray. Woo!
Oh, we're actually gonna go. Actually gonna go pray.
Yes, that's what I do every day.
Yeah, but it's not something I've done.
There's no right way to pray.
I mean, I tried it earlier, and I haven't. Nothing's.
You tried it in a 5-minute span.
Yeah.
That's typically not. It's usually about an hour. You're trying to connect with. You're trying to commune with your God. With God. With your God. It's not a simple. Hey, how are you? You're trying to connect.
But that's so.
It's not supposed to be easy.
Yeah, and what would you do if Odirin just decided, like, you know what? I don't feel like talking to Sierra today. Fuck that guy.
I must have done something wrong.
That's so victimizing.
Honestly, for a god to outright just cut someone off, something bad had to have been done.
I mean, you're not wrong. Shouldn't we be, helping Ellen?
He's sleeping. How do you intend to help him while he's sleeping?
There's really no way of me getting out of this, is there?
If you could come up with something that is helping him while he's sleeping. You can't feed him food. That'd be ridiculous.
Bad idea.
And I'm not.
He'll be
Cause
asleep
a
for
lot.
8 hours. We'll check on him later.
We cause a lot of damage, and I don't know if I can damage control that.
That's why we're gonna work on not causing as much damage.
It's not like I did this intentionally.
I never said you did. I'm gonna go pray.
All right, I'll do it just to prove to you that this is. It's just. I'm
You don't
kind
need
of
to prove
severed.
anything to me. It feels like you're proving something to yourself.
And to them, and to you.
If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. It sucks, but
Maybe you could
All
try
right.
out deer, and that's it. Just waiting for that.
Okay. Clearly, first got around didn't work. We'll try number 2. This one I'm actually the most nervous about. No, that's a lie. First one, pretty nervous. This one, up there.
it's pray time. We go back to my room. And I already
So-
messaged the DM what I prayed about.
So, wait. So, more God questions, because clearly you know more about this than me. What if you do have more than one? Does like one pick your you gotta pick your favorite, or like
Is
can you do multiple?
polytheism
Polytheism, what?
can you be polytheistic in this world?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
I mean,
as
there
long as-
are
obviously, as
so
long as you're not-
polytheism, right, is the indication and the knowledge of more than one deity. That's why it's called polytheism, not monotheism. Monotheism is the belief in one thing. Polytheism is the belief in multiple things and multiple religious powers.
Yeah.
And
See,
there
it's
are,
probably-
if there's more than one God, there has to be. It's got to be. It's got to be polytheism. Now, can you choose to worship only one God? Sure, absolutely. But in the case of what's out there, it's not like the commoners who are farmers don't pray to Odirin or Elal or Gishra to bless their crops, to bring them good luck, to bring them, bring solace to their mothers and those kind of things. They all do, It just depends on who you're praying to and why.
Yeah, you could believe in more than one God. I believe in more than one God. I just worship one. I choose to only worship one.
What are you doing, Bajra?
I'm going to tell Thera that I will be outside. And I will actually go pray to the one who might hate me less. The least. No, less.
You know who
You
doesn't
can.
hate you at all yet? Oh, dear.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, yeah, good try, buddy.
877 no deer now.
Good effort. Good effort. I'm going to go outside into the cold and find a little spot kind of secluded. And I will attempt to pray to Lear. My namesake. Or the family's namesake.
I will blame you for oh dear.
You're gonna go pray to Lear? Okay, I'm curious as to why Lear.
It's from that little short story that I sent you a while ago.
Why that God? Hey, you remember that one little excerpt?
Yeah,
I
that
sent
little tiny
you
thing, like I
12
sent you 12 months ago? That's the reason why.
The tiny excerpt where I have an entire thing on the side, a key on the side that what's important and what's not in the excerpt. Entire sentences are cut out.
Hi. Welcome to memory of 12 months ago.
It wasn't 12 months ago. It was
might as
3
well have
months
been.
ago.
It might as well have been.
It was
Especially everything that's been going on.
3 months ago.
Yeah, I don't think DM saw that and immediately was like, I need to write this down.
No, I totally get it. I totally understand. I just resent it to you, so you know.
I think you should just bite the bullet and pray to Odir.
Y'all, the amount of character work I've done is stupid. I mean it in the nicest way. I should have known something was sus whenever I sent it to you and you said nothing about it.
Well, because I just read it as part of your backstory, not like it's gonna be, I mean. In fact, and this is what you say, quote, unquote, just a silly little story is all.
Just a silly little story.
Oh, well, anytime.
It's a silly little story that you're going to bring up three weeks later in the middle of the live stream.
I say silly little story because it was like one of those where like I'm worried that I'm going too far.
All right, so you pray. What are you praying for?
I'm literally just checking in because the whole premise of the brand was like.
Oh, I know what the premise of the brand is. Yeah, I know.
So it's like just checking in, like, can you hear me at all? Is there like this is like a like trying to make
contact. Is this number still working?
Yeah, the number's still active. Like we're just attempting to. She's probably gonna spill
voicemail. God.
Yeah, she's gonna spill some. She's made contact with some demons. She's a lot more scared than she's thought she would be. Sirius seems to be giving some advice, and that this should be the right way to go. And I couldn't think of anybody else to go to but you. You seem to have protected my bloodline in the past, and I was hoping you'd do it again.
Well, let's put it this way: you're not reaching a busy signal.
Oh, and I know what that is. I know what that feels like. Promising. Yeah, she's gonna vent a lot too. Here, like I
pour
need
her
some
heart
help.
out to God.
Yeah, like at this point, once she gets started in a thought process, she kind of spirals. Probably by the end of it, she's like having to like chip
into an hour and a half.
Yeah, she's probably having to like chip tears off of her cheeks because they're like frozen from the height. She's pretty much just asking for guidance and if this works at all.
We will have to come back to that.
Woo.
At least for you. Sirith, you're just doing a standard prayer, yeah?
Yeah, with what I messaged you about.
Yeah, I know what you messaged me, but I don't. Are you asking for an answer or?
I guess I'm not looking for an answer. I'm just asking him to I'm not no answer is fine with me. That's just I'm asking.
All right, I'll have to play around with that some more because you're asking for something to happen that may or may not happen depending on their decisions.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You guys finish the prayers. It's easily 6 bells, or still the time of the stag. You can smell the dinners starting to arrive. Roasted boar, elk, bear, sweetness in the air as things begin to arrive outside.
probably thoroughly frostbitten. I'm gonna go back inside. And I'm gonna go into Ellen's room. And kind of sit on the floor next to his bed. Just kind of post up.
Well, half his plan backfired. She was supposed to care less about him, but oh well.
Is Ellen just secretly becoming the supervillain?
It's gonna make everyone hate him.
It's seeming like you're going down an evil route here.
Think more Joel in The Last of Us vibes.
You're not going to get me to care for Ellen as much as Joel. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I don't think I could
Ain't
care
no
about
way.
you as much as I care about Joel.
Ain't no way.
Stay
You're not
down.
running. You're not running the Fireflies through, and I'm not caring about you afterwards. You run through an entire faction. I don't care. You are evil. You're not Joel. I'm sorry.
So you're going to be asleep for the next 8 hours. What are you guys doing on the after eating or anything? You guys doing anything special?
I'm gonna post up and guard Ellen for a little bit. And like after like an hour or so, I'm gonna tap him on the leg. I know he's not gonna wake up from it and just be like, "Fuck you," and then leave and go back to my room with the demon bear.
After
Just
the
out of
day Sirius had, he's drinking.
pure- Good boy.
Sirith, you're drinking? You're going to stay out and drink?
Whiskey. It's whiskey.
You hear talk, Sirith, of they're going to be arriving. There's just talk about they're going to be arriving to the first stop tomorrow morning, and that certain people will be getting off. And you're getting the feeling, not because of whatever happened with Bajra just now, that this was just a short trip for a lot of these dukes and duchesses and nobles and senators, just to inaugurate the first flight of the
They
ship.
don't really want to be on it.
They don't want to be on it any longer than is necessary.
it's-
So
It's for
Publicity.
public figures.
yeah, they're
they
just
have to
public
be
figures,
on it.
and they have to be on it. They want to be on it, and most of them, in fact, nearly all of them, from what you're understanding, are going to be getting off. And it looks like it just might be you four, plus maybe some additional new VIPs that might be arriving. One of them that's not getting off is the individual I spoke about earlier. I can't remember his name now. I have to go back in my notes. They're not getting off. He's actually a weapons dealer that is looking to make new contacts along the way.
Are you talking about Egan?
Is it Egan? Yeah, Egan.
Egan, the asshole.
Yeah, the asshole. Thank you.
I remember him.
Which one is he?
He's one of the wealthier nobles that's got a lot of money. That is, now that you're starting to find out, he's a weapons
Is he the
dealer.
Bahul,
And
or am I thinking of a different one?
No, this is not the Bahul was a senator.
the
This is the
Bahul, yeah, the
merchant.
Bahul is one of the senators. He's actually he's missing his legs and his left arm. His left arm is a mechanical arm, and he's missing his right horn. So he's a veteran of some
Replaced-
severe wars. And he
Replaced
has
with red steel, which is the most badass shit.
yeah, it's replaced with red steel. And he also the chair itself is motivating, moving
Mobile?
based on it's mobile, but it's got, you can see atomic energy, atomic battery attached to it, and it moves on its own wherever. It's almost like it's his legs,
Self-energizing.
right? It's like it's his legs, right? Wherever he wants to go, it just goes. Kind of like Xavier's chair, right? It just kind of goes
Yeah.
wherever you want, because it's linked into him. And stuff like that, and that's all you're hearing over the next few hours as they continue to eat and drinks, and there's kind of like a party, like a VIP. If you're not VIP, you can't be here kind of party, right? Where it's all really high echelon people, very very wealthy people, and you kind of like try to mingle a little bit, but you always get this air of. Still a common
Stuffy.
you. Just this, like this, that.
Oh, the second somebody does that, I don't talk to anybody else. I just kind of drink in the corner and watch.
Well,
and
no, it's
listen.
no one says anything to you. It's just that air of when they look at
Unwelcome?
you. It's
Feel
yeah,
like they
it's
don't
you,
like me.
yeah, it's and it's not a matter of dislike. You're just not good enough to be in this
Indifferent.
room, right? You're just not good enough to be in this room.
Yeah, I'll just like not mingle then. I'll observe. I'll sit in the corner drinking whiskey and observing.
Bajra, you go back to your room with the bear. The bear hasn't moved. The dress hasn't moved, but now there is a small box next to the dress.
Oh, there's more. Out of pure morbid curiosity, she's gonna open the box. Gonna
You
go open
Opened the box.
You
I
open-
did.
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
Pandora's box,
So-
probably.
So this box, you know what's in there, huh? I'm kidding.
Yeah, and
You open the
gonna,
box.
She's gonna hesitate a lot, though. She's gonna like poke at the bear. She's gonna trace the dress, feel the fabric of it, and
When you feel
Then
the
she'll open the
fabric of it,
box.
it feels very fleshy and warm, as though
gross.
it's a comforting warmth, right?
oh,
like it's
like a blanket,
but it's very warm to the touch, like
like a blanket fresh out of the dryer.
kind of, but with a little more sting to it. I mean, it's got that.
Burrito fresh out of the
It's,
microwave.
yeah, I mean, it's very warm, like it's attracting you, like it wants you to put it on. Willpower check TS6. Now that you've touched it,
Okay. We're fine. That's 7.
you when you touch it, you are suddenly besieged with these very explicit images of you being catered to every whim that you would ever desire, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then you kind of move on, go to touch the box.
Gotta touch the box.
The box is made out of a dark ebony like wood that's got this silver ring around the edge where you're supposed to open it. You go to open it and you can hear this near like moaning of 1,000 voices as you open it up, screams almost as you open it up, and inside is a ring. You take a moment and you look at it. You're not touching the ring, but you're kind of looking at it in the box. The ring itself looks like it's made from some sort of bone. Pure white ivory bone. And centered on this is the most brilliant blue diamond you have ever seen in your life.
Gonna put the box down with the others, leaving it open.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the missive, the copy of my mother's signature, and I'm gonna stare at it for a second. Kind of wander a little bit away from the bed to the other side of the room, directly in front of the bed where I can see it, and just sit down against the wall. Do I dare become what they literally call me? You branded me literally demon. And she's literally looking at this paper and just staring at the signature. You called me demon. Am I better than that, though? That's the question.
While you're contemplating this, looking over this, you hear this soft ringing voice in around you. You're not sure the tone of the voice. You can't tell if it's male or female, but it's this tone. And it literally says, there is still light within you.
Boy, everyone's courting Vashra.
Listen, man, Baja's hot. I don't care who you are, Baja's hot.
You
Can I
get
say
the,
that?
you
Gonna
get
deem her a demigoddess by the end of this.
you get the
Can I say that?
sense you get the sense that perhaps that is Lear speaking to you directly.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's dramatic. Dark time. Just keep beating up on me. Okay. I just literally so conflicted. Just it I try to make a decision and my brain just like short circuits. Ugh. I don't want to be used like that. It just sounds like doesn't sound like power. It sounds like my own personal hell. But my dear, dear Morkata, why waste your time? What benefit do you gain from this?
While Bajra is conflicted with these emotions, a
Yeah.
a human messenger arrives into the main promenade. And says, I'm looking for a Master Sirith. Master Sirith, are you here? I've told you we're here.
I'm like, I just pounded a shot of whiskey. I'm like, I'm over here.
This human comes up to you. He's just a
Yeah,
common.
George
He's just a common
I'm not
human,
drunk.
and he hands you a letter, and then just turns around and walks away.
I'm gonna open and read it.
Your hands on.
Interesting.
You are astounded by what you were reading about how your house was. There's more to your house than you actually realize, and that your sister is still very much alive. And you're starting to read this tale of how she survived the attack, and that she left the world of Kralis. She's received a missive as well, has located you, and has written to you saying that I will meet you in Lathia to where we can discuss the rise of our house.
Oh,
Yay.
great. 2-on-1? That's not
Yeah.
fair for Ellen. And he's got almost half his fatigue gone, so. A third of it. Oh, more than a third.
And it is signed Chatel Drafe. Ellen, you're having beautiful dreams of lots of clothing of every design that you could ever desire.
The most fashion you've
Oh,
ever
and he
seen.
knows it's a dream.
Oh, sure.
Bajra, are
yes.
you planning on going to sleep? Are you gonna go to sleep, or what are your plans?
Oh, if she sleeps, it's purely accidental. It's pure exhaustion at that point. She's not. All the gifts stay on the bed. She's not going anywhere near it. She's She probably crumples up the missive in her hand a little. And she's just like, if she sleeps at all, it's purely accidental.